Dante is 84 years old in dog years.
Really?
Did you know that in dog years, like it's not actually all 7 years? It goes 7 and then 5 and then 5 and then 4, 4, 4. It's not actually just all 7.
What the heck? I didn't know that.
I was lied to my whole life. That's why, like, there's some.
Put the mic close up to your face.
Oh shit! I didn't know. I didn't know we're already talking.
Well, I don't know. We could edit this out.
I thought we were just
interesting.
Messing around, but yeah. Well, I could be wrong, but it's like 7 and then it's like 7 and then it's like
I think
6.
I saw that too. Like, I got updated.
I mean, that sounds about right because
if they really aged like 7 every year, wouldn't they be fucking dust?
Well, like some dogs are like 20 years old, and that's like, what is that? Like 140 years old in dog years.
Years old. They're like turtles.
Remember when Keemstar had the oldest known dog to man or some shit?
No, I didn't know
that man's
that.
full of shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No. He did. Like he showed because it was a purebred. He showed the birth certificate and stuff. It's like, oh shit, he has the oldest known dog to man right now. And then it died a few months later.
R.I.P. Doge.
Purebreds are supposed to die faster.
He just had one. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the ugliest dogs you pick up from the street last like way longer than you want them to.
And you want them to?
Dante, are you one of those?
Dante is. He might live forever.
Yeah, dude. Like literally, all my dogs that have always been like ruts. What did I just say?
Ruts.
What's it called? Have like lived forever and they never die.
They honestly do. Like, I think that's just
It's like that plant meme. Oh no, the pH level's too high. I can't grow. Grass and fucking crevices. Concrete. That's just mutts. Air.
Funny enough, that's just cats as a species.
Yeah.
They just thrive wherever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I got my feed absolutely ruined on Instagram because it's normally like people dying on Instagram and stuff, and it's like it got ruined because I watched one cat video where they attached the GoPro or whatever on them, and now that's all I get now, and I'm like, damn. I actually enjoy watching dead people die sometimes.
You said death, and Dante just was like, ooh.
He's like, I'm out of here. I'm done. Dante, you better not mess with the focus of the camera.
It's ruined.
I don't think it will. It shouldn't be.
Dante, sit. Anyway, hello and welcome to this week's episode of Totally Oblivious Podcast. I'm your host, Caleb, the dog controller, here with co-host Alex, the guy who's allergic to dogs.
I should be fine.
Are you actually allergic to dogs?
I am allergic to dogs.
Oh,
I was given this curse, but I think I also got something in favor of that. What that gift is, I don't know yet.
Doesn't know yet.
I thought you were gonna hit us with something where it's
like nothing profound.
Photo memory or something.
I fucking wish.
The extra voice that you guys hear, that is our guest today, my good buddy Ruben.
I'm too dark to blend into the shadows.
You know, in this lighting though, you might actually.
I probably do.
You know, I just realized that Ruben might actually be our darkest guest so far.
I definitely am.
You know, he definitely is.
No, I know that because even my brothers and my cousins and all them, they're nowhere near as dark as I am. So
isn't that weird how in Hispanic families there's just one kid that just turns out, there's one that turns out super dark, and then there's one that's just white,
and then there's one that looks like they're Asian,
and then there's one that's
I was about to make the joke, but I can say Chino, but I can't say the other ones. The older ones use the nickname.
Yeah,
damn.
Because like the context is they're kind of saying, but they're kind of not. But I'm not going to cross that boundary.
But that's actually crazy.
If you want,
Ruben immediately knew what I was talking about. He added on to that because it's true.
It's so true.
Like, how's that possible?
I always think my uncle's not related to us because he does not look like any of us. So,
you know what? Sometimes the family lore go crazy.
Yeah, that shit's funny. Anyway, I think we should get into today's topic because the last conversation we had with a friend lasted 2 hours.
The last two.
Yes, last two. So I think we should jump in.
So I did have a bit of a topic today that we could get into. So I got sick recently. I had a bad cold, and during my dad
Bruce
just cracked open a cold one.
Chill.
Oh man, but anyway, yeah, I got sick, and in my event of being sick, I was blowing my nose a lot, and I started noticing that like the bridge of my nose like has just started like cracking. Like when I like adjust it, and it's felt like swollen.
What do you mean?
Dante, are you good, dog? You haven't even moved. Why are you panting?
He's warm. I think he's warm.
I guess.
But yeah, I think I broke my nose at some point. Long story short, and I don't remember that happening. It just started.
Did you fall?
I don't know.
Have you ever fallen on your face?
I don't recall. I mean, I suppose it's possible.
So wait, say it again. What did
your nose looks straight, dog?
It looks straight, but like it cracks a lot more than it used to.
It's probably just your cartilage.
Yeah.
There. It might be soft I think that just might be a you thing, dog. I think you're fine.
I don't know.
Because like technically speaking, it's because technically speaking, all of this, your tip of your nose is just it's the same stuff made out of your ear. Your actual. But you're thinking of your nose is way up here, and you really can't touch it other than the stuff right here next to your eyes.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there's something
up
with
here.
There's something with like the cartilage where it connects right here, where it's just like it just clicks.
You might have sneezed so hard that you probably did something.
You know, that is possible. I was sneezing so hard that it felt like my lungs were about to eject out of my throat.
Oh, God.
You probably just damaged your cartilage somehow.
That's entirely possible. But anyway, that gets us into today's topic: injuries. I want to talk about injuries.
If I have one more concussion, I'll have brain damage.
What?
The Ruben lore explain.
Ruben, you immediately have to explain.
I've had 3 concussions already. What's it called? All before high school. So the first one was in Grid Kids. Which is like football, right? Which they made that super lame now. You can't even tackle anymore. You have to grab like arm pads behind them.
You have to lift them.
No, seriously, you just grab like these arm pads and like that's it, or like these handlebars. Is what I meant to say, and that's it. That's all
lame.
you do. You can't tackle anymore. But back in like 2007 or whatever, you can actually tackle. And well, I went to catch a ball, bam, got completely floored, lay down on the ground. I was just like, crying. I was crying and shit. I was just like, damn, this sucks. Why didn't I go to the hospital and I got a concussion? Second time, I was playing football at Peninsula. And I went running out for the ball, not realizing there's a fence line like 20 feet away from me. And I'm running full speed, and I turned and boom, slammed it.
Right into the...
No gear, just full face or what?
Full face, no gear.
Well, yeah, I was out on the playground during
the reason why I found out about that is because I went to school the next week, because it was on the weekend. So the next week I went to school, and I couldn't tell time. I couldn't do math. I couldn't remember anything in history. Couldn't do anything. So the teacher called my mom, and we went to the hospital, got it checked, had a concussion. Third one's undiagnosed, but I'm more than likely sure because my eyes didn't dilate. So, but the doctor did say if I had another concussion, I am definitely going to have some brain damage.
That's insane.
What was the third time?
That's what the third time was. It was just like I hit my head on something. I don't remember what it was, but it was like when I was like in high school and just chilling, walking around. I hit something. I don't remember what it was though, because
you probably should like get like a CT scan just to see.
I ain't Antonio Brown, bro.
Antonio Brown.
I'm not gonna hop on Twitter and just.
He's about to be on his Jerry Rice era.
For real.
I would just double check.
You know how many? It's crazy thinking about it. How many kids just got concussions at recess?
For real.
It probably explains a lot more about children. Like, just think about it. Just like, how many of you have gotten concussion, possibly brain damage from it, and how has that affected you?
Just didn't know. They had no idea they got the concussion. They just kept going.
Right.
It's so weird.
I'm sure that's happened to all of us at one point.
Probably, honestly. I've hit my head a few times as a kid.
Have I? I just noticed the light is on top of the table.
Yeah, I did some innovation.
I see that. I know I've been hit hard, but I've never been hit hard so much I'll have to sit on the ground for a while. I'm like, all right, okay, I definitely fucking felt that, but someone's always picked me up. I don't think I've ever done anything to my head. The rest of my body, that's a different scenario. I've been pretty good about my head being fine. So
yeah, I think I have too for the most part, like not too bad. I have purposely slammed my head into things.
Full force though? Or like
no, your body won't let you full force.
Your body has auto brakes to keep you from killing yourself.
It's so wild.
That's why I can't imagine when people actually like do the whole like toothpick under your toe thing and slam it. Like
That's
some people can actually do
crazy.
it.
What hurt?
Like I can't even like think of myself doing it. But like
Just
people
have
can
the-
do
I have
it.
If you can replay, you can see,
You can
saw
see
me.
Alex wince.
Ow.
That's I didn't even know people did that.
You don't remember that website where it's like 50-50 and it was like 50, it's like one thing is like super
Markiplier
nice.
did it and saw the
Yeah.
baby feed-
Yeah.
fetus.
Well, and then I went on there too and it's like it's really that bad. Sometimes you see somebody snap their arm and it's like from skateboarding or something and it's like horrible.
Oh, you know, that reminds me too.
It's not even a website anymore. It's just Instagram.
It's just Instagram. Scrolling through Instagram's the new 50-50. But no, that reminds me of when I was watching the fight with Conor McGregor.
Oh,
and he
I
like
remember. I know
wrapped
what
his
you're talking about.
leg around that
against,
guy.
who was it again?
Who was? I think Joe Rogan was commentating on that fight.
I think so too.
And like he broke.
I think he was fighting Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, I think he broke something on his right. I have to probably fact check
So,
me.
I think
and like he broke it, and Joe immediately is halfway through. Stop the fight!
Stop the fight!
He started going crazy.
I just remember I was playing games in my cousin's room, and his brother comes in. He's like, "Guys, Conor McGregor just broke his leg bad," and he shows us the clip, and I was like, "Oh my, that's the nastiest."
But he's a bad man because as soon as he broke his leg, sitting there on the corner, he was like, "Your wife's in my DMs. Your wife's in my DMs. Get her calling."
Dude,
or something like that.
Connor's actually crazy.
Yeah, but I think his next fight's getting canceled.
You think
Really?
so?
Yeah, because the conference or whatever got
shoot.
postponed like indefinitely.
Mm,
Dang.
interesting.
I was sad.
Yeah,
What a rip.
bro. Although I can't watch those videos, bro.
They're bad.
I regurgitate into myself. I become a black hole for like half a second. I go, ugh.
Like some of those football injuries too, where it's basically always the same thing. They get hit really hard on one of their limbs, and then they just become a noodle.
Have you ever watched Johnny Knox get his spine like broken in half in like 2014?
No.
Yeah, he went for a catch or something, or like I don't remember what he did, but a guy went forward and he like literally bended backwards on the field and had to get carted off.
Oh my gosh.
Brutality.
That's bad. That's very bad.
Well, Dante, I need pictures of Dante's face right now for the thumbnail. Easy clicks.
Easy
click.
clicks.
Easy click.
This is how we bring back our audience.
For real.
I think Dante was in a thumbnail once, and it did kind of well.
Yeah, we're getting some good
Yeah, people like
viewership
Dante.
back then. But no, yeah. Any other injuries? I know Alex has one.
The notorious sneeze.
Were you there for that, Ruben?
No, I don't
I
think
don't
he
know.
was. He was not at Frontier. I think, right?
No, I never went to
No.
Frontier.
Oh, that's-
So
yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think I've told it on the podcast before, but every time I say it, a part of my soul dies because it's just like
so funny. It's
so.
actually hilarious.
At the bus stop, waiting to get picked up, I was next to a tree. I always
The
say
gum
that.
tree.
Yes, the gum tree.
There's an infamous tree at Frontier that I think to this day is just still covered in gum. If you like, people waiting for the bus would chew gum, stick it on the tree, and it just became tradition.
Yeah.
Call it a gum tree.
Damn.
Next to this tree, though, there's a divot. There's like a half a sphere divot.
There's a make believe divot.
No, there was. I went there and I checked. It's still there.
Make believe of it.
There's
No,
a make
no.
believe divot.
No, there was a divot, and when I sneeze, I cock back. And shockingly,
Pause.
before coming here, I go all the way back. I usually have some pretty powerful sneezes. I think both of you have seen me sneeze in
Yes.
real time, and I sneeze. And before coming here, I did sneeze in my truck. So funny enough. But when I did this, for whatever reason, this knee right here decided to buckle in a way that it dislocated. And I blame the divot. I think if I was on a solid piece of ground, nothing would have happened.
Your sneeze was just that powerful.
It was. I honestly have to say. I sneezed. It buckled. I hit the ground. It relocated itself. However, and I don't know if you want to touch it or not, these parts right here on my knee are shaped completely different now because I kind of like I can't really describe it. Fractured it in a way where it just healed in a weird way, and every once in a while it'll flare. But I haven't gotten it in a long time, so I think it's over the years it's happened. It's finally healed properly enough. But yeah, there's just like this like weird divot where right here in my knees. I don't know what they're scientifically called, but there's a clear difference of the hole there. So, and then every once in a while, like the back of my knee would flare up because of the front. So there's probably like a whole bunch of scientific terminology you could use, but like, yeah, I kind of fucked up my knee. It probably won't totally have consequences in the future like my grandfather before me. So
You have arthritis now for the rest of your life.
Probably.
But no, it was actually so funny because we're just standing there talking.
Achoo!
And this guy goes,
Fuck!
he sneezes and goes, my knee, and he's on the ground. And all of us are just like looking at each other like, is this guy serious? He sneezed.
I start walking away, bro.
we
Second embarrassment, bro. I would walk
But
away.
I won't lie. I was in an immense amount of pain. I definitely dislocated it, and it hurt.
But like, he was like freaking out on the ground, writhing in pain after a sneeze, holding his knee. We're like, of all things that could have possibly got hurt, how is your knee hurt? Like, we honestly thought he was kidding.
No,
like we
I
thought
was not.
We thought he was full of crap. And we're like, yeah, whatever, Alex. What a weirdo saying he sneezed and broke his leg. And
I didn't break my leg. My knee just clearly was an immense amount of pain.
How bad would you feel if he came back the next day with a brace on
the
and
next
crutches
day
and
he
stuff?
did come in with the knee brace and crutches.
I didn't think I had a knee brace. I just had the crutches.
No, this guy came in crutches.
man
I'm
was
pretty
like
sure
a
you had the knee
freaking-
brace as well, because we're like, Alex, there's no way you actually
Do I own one?
destroyed your leg.
Well, I
with a
mean, the
sneeze.
volleyball girls and shit did that for any sort of injury. So Alex definitely should have done it too.
I think
I don't
that
think
sounds
I
like
had a knee
Alex.
brace.
No,
Do I?
I'm pretty sure you did.
I'd have to ask my mom. She knows everything.
I'm pretty sure you did, because I remember being just absolutely flabbergasted and being like, Alex, there's no way
and I did.
you broke.
And then we got a scan of it, and like one of the nurses was like, "Yeah, there's like bones just floating in there."
God, what
so
the hell?
crazy.
I swear, I blame it on the divot. There was a divot on that
I'm
tree.
gonna have to investigate too.
I'm pretty sure Alex made up that divot.
I did.
I think.
Is the gum tree still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I
I'm
never
pretty sure it still
looked
has
at the
gum.
Yeah,
trees.
all three of those trees right there had like small little divots around them.
You mean
and
roots?
Not roots. There was. I know what a root looks like, but
Yeah,
no,
but the
there's just
root
like a
could cause
half
a
circle
divot.
divot in there, and a half sphere divot in there. I swear to God, it was because of that. But that's the only major injury I had. I guess maybe another one I did have was my mom also had it too. My ring finger, for whatever reason, I couldn't move one day. It was just like I don't know if I overextended it or something, but I couldn't move it. It's fine now, but I have no idea why that happened.
Alex had a mini stroke.
No, it was just I just couldn't move the muscle. Everything else I could move. These ones, my pinky, I think both of
You
these
probably
muscles
did have like a mini stroke.
Who knows?
That's like a real thing.
maybe, but no, I just couldn't move it for a while.
You know what? That reminds me of another thing. I remember this kid one time in school. I don't know if they called it a mini stroke, but that's the only thing I could think of it as, because he showed up to school and like this whole half of his face was paralyzed for like 3 months.
Damn.
And we're like,
For 3 months, yeah, that dude had something going on.
yeah, I was like, what the heck?
That's happened to my dad though, but his wasn't a stroke. He went to the doctors and it's just like, no, your face is just numb.
You just went numb. It's fine.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have that many injuries besides breaking my arm, and then like my fingers are messed up now. But that's just because of like messing around with my little brothers and stuff. And like sometimes you just hit the wrong way and
Just
they're just bent now.
pop.
They're bent
Just
weird.
your fingers
Well,
just
my
bend.
middle finger is twisted a little bit to the left compared to this one. And then this ring finger is bent out a little more, but it's like not like noticeable unless you like really look at it.
You know,
Yeah.
I do have to bring up this injury because it also occurred that same year that Alex broke his knee by sneezing. I think it was like the last day of school before winter break or spring break. It was one of the
I
breaks.
don't know
what
what story you're bringing up here.
It was one of the breaks that we had because it was a half day. We had PE class together, and I remember we were gonna draw something or whatever because we just wanted to draw instead of actually doing anything in that class. So I go in my binder to get some paper, and in my binder I had like my scissors attached to like the ring of the binder, and
Oh God.
I was so the story makes me angry every time I think about it, because I go in my binder to get the piece of paper, and as I'm ripping out or going to grab the paper or whatever, Alex somehow in his big genius brain, he decides to open up my scissors and shut them as my hand is in the binder.
I don't remember this.
Grabbing this piece of paper.
It's probably a good thing you didn't.
I don't remember
And
this.
I remember being like, Alec, like, before, like, I'd react to, like, pain by, like,
What do you want?
crying and stuff.
Get outta
But I remember being so angry at Alex. I was like, Alex, are you an idiot?
Probably.
Why would you do that? Because, like, he literally almost cut off my entire fingertip.
Jeez.
I
like-
don't remember this at all.
Like, I was bleeding profusely. I remember having to run into the locker room to quickly clean it up before I bled out. And I was so angry at Alex. I think it was me, you, and I think it was Jackson, maybe. It was either Jackson or Jarrett was in that class. But you
don't
almost
remember
cut
this.
off my fingertip. Like, I don't know what compelled you to play with my scissors while my hands were right next to them.
Because it's Alex, dude.
Like,
probably.
Like, at that point in time, we always made jokes that he was stupid. But right then and there, I was like, I think he's actually stupid.
Fulfilling the prophecy.
He might actually be stupid. Because I think I told Ben too later on. And Ben was like, Alex, you are actually stupid.
I don't remember this at all. If anything, to probably give my past self credit, I probably was just so concentrated on the scissors, I probably didn't notice your fingers in front of me.
Yeah, that's crazy because the entire point of that binder being open was that my hand was inside grabbing paper.
Yeah, probably.
Jeez. You know, going back to what we were talking about before we got it down here, I don't remember us getting that water bottle.
What?
I don't remember that.
Do you even have it?
Obviously, I don't have it, or else I would have remembered it. The only thing I have is my diploma.
Oh, I thought you were talking about just now. You didn't remember me bringing it down
No.
just
I'm
now.
talking about like getting it from the school.
No, yeah. This is like the only thing we got out of high school other than a diploma.
Yeah.
Free of charge?
I don't know if it was free.
Because technically, you know, I also did get like the fucking, you know, hat and fucking gown.
Cap and gown, yeah.
I don't know if that really.
I don't know where mine's at. I don't
Really?
know. I don't know where that's at either.
My mom immediately hung it up and said, "You're never touching this
You're
again."
never touching
That's probably
this.
what my mom did too.
Yeah, I don't even know where mine went, to be honest.
The only reason why I'm thinking about it is because of graduation this last Friday or something like that.
Yeah, the kids graduated. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And they actually did a smart decision and did it in the evening, so it's not super hot. It was still hot, but
Yeah,
This is not
my,
noon.
My work was surrounded by cars because I work right next to where they held graduation.
where do you work at?
The newspaper.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
duh.
Yeah, just-
I forgot about
just
that.
cars.
You wanna tell-
You told me
everywhere.
that like 7 times. Like I said, bad memory.
Maybe
Are you sure
Ruben does
that,
have
are you sure
brain
that
damage.
brain damage isn't already
But
occurring?
yeah, I handle. Never mind. I'm not gonna talk about it. But yeah, I handle like really valuable stuff all the time, and like without any flaws.
Well, you know, at least the brain damage didn't affect that.
Maybe it's
Right.
like extreme short-term memory loss. Unless you're like super
This is-
active with like the subject, it will immediately like.
I guess that's probably what it is. It's like if it's not super important to me, I'll forget it.
You'll just forget it.
Like at work, I have like a big notepad, like the size of this desk or whatever. Like I have a bunch of notes everywhere. That's how I operate with notes. That's it. That's all I do.
That's
Well, you know
so
what?
weird.
That works.
Memory, gone.
No memory.
Like I will probably forget what I'd say here
You're,
today.
you're gonna be like, "Whoa, who's on this episode of the podcast?"
Yo, he looks like me.
Who's that dark Mexican? Oh wait, it's me.
There's a shadow in the corner over there. Who's
For
that?
real.
Oh, it's me. That's my voice.
You know, I came here with my clothes like
I'm not gonna pay you.
de-furred or whatever, and now they're all furred up again. I'm screwed. My dog's gonna think I'm cheating on them.
Where have you been?
For real.
You were with another dog. But yeah,
You're cheating on me.
I'm trying to think. I think
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait. He's not here, but I will always laugh at it. Peter jumping down.
Which one?
Go. Falling down. Not falling down. Jumping down. Was it 2 flights? Not 2 flights. 2 steps of stairs or 5 steps of stairs?
That's a big difference.
Where
2
was-
flights to
It's-
2.
this is at Frontier. It was either 2 steps or 5 steps. I think it was 2 because that's how I remember it. He jumped off of it and then he broke his ankle. Peter's gonna have to correct me. Like he broke.
It would be
he
funny.
was okay compared to my knee. He literally couldn't function.
Actually,
Oh god.
you know what? I don't think I was there when that happened, but I remember hearing about that through the grapevine because I was like, "Where's Peter?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
Yeah,
oh yeah, he broke his leg. What?
Did he break his ankle or his leg?
It was his ankle. Like
ankle.
apparently he like fucked it up badly or whatever. And I always I always thought to myself, me sneezing was fucking one thing, but it was just 2 steps. He jumped 2 steps and then just.
Or he probably went with his full force off of those stairs.
I was always before. I think it was after my incident too, and I'm just like, huh?
You know what? Now I really remember it because I remember like you just got like healed up.
I was fine. I was like, I'm good. It was only like a week or like 2,
Oh, God.
like that. Peter was out for like a month or
was done.
something. Like he
I
was
think
bad.
that guy might have broke at least one part of his body at some point in his life.
I wouldn't
Like,
doubt it. I wouldn't put it past
his
him.
appendix ruptured.
That's right.
He broke his leg. I think he broke his arm before too.
Yes, I remember that too.
I'm
remember
pretty
when
sure he got stitches on his head as well.
I think he did.
Damn.
All the Glencos fucking fuck up their bodies.
Him specifically, he just like
Well,
put
yeah.
himself through the ringer.
I actually do have a memory from way back in elementary school because we were actually pretty close friends back then. But we went to the whole like dad and son like dog no bullying thing or something like that where we eat donuts and whatnot. Well, they took all the parents out and did like this damn video where it's just like don't bully this and the other.
bully.
Watch out for bullying. And we were all chilling in the gymnasium and we were hanging out and he went to go get a Pepsi. Obviously, he has diabetes, right? And freaking, he came back and he handed me mine. And I saw he was shaking really bad. I was like, "Did you drink a soda?" And he's like, "Yeah." Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. He like genuinely was tweaking. And I was just like, "Damn!" So ever since then, it's always been like an inside joke. I would just walk up to him, start shaking or something like that.
That's actually
It's literally the only joke that's lived through elementary all the way up to now.
that's crazy, but also very in character of Peter to do.
I'm good, dog. I'm
No,
good.
it's fine. I just need my Pepsi.
God, bro.
Oh man, was it? I just had one on my mind.
My mom
I
broke her
just forgot
tooth.
it.
Oh god!
How?
Those are the
Or
worst.
no, hers was a fill-in. So the fill-in after like 20 years just finally broke. So
Oh dang!
just randomly, I thought I'd mention that. So yeah,
I
it
hate,
fits the
I hate the
topic.
dentist, dude. There's like I hate the doctors in general. I'll never go to the doctor unless like I'm dying or like I'm scared that I'm dying. But like even the dentist, that's the only one I go to like on the regular. Like every 6 months I have to because I'm scared I'm gonna lose my teeth. But like I hate going, and every time I go, they're always like, "Yeah, dude, you're fine." But I sit there and I'm actually like scared. As hell. Like, I don't move and I'm stiff.
They're gonna remove my jaw. I just know it.
Seriously.
No, I think I like going to the dentist because it's always like a freebie pass of, yes, I get to do nothing for the rest of the day. But
I wish it was like that. For
I wish
me.
it was like that.
it was always like that for me as a child. My mom would have to go from Othello to Moses, so I'd basically be like, "All right, I'm done. I'm going home after this." So it'd be like fucking noon. I'd be like, "Well, see you later, losers." Eventually, when it came to Moses and stuff, I think I only ever went a few times, but I'd come back, but I'd be like, "I got a delectable treat before I returned."
Jeez.
Yeah,
What a lucky guy.
the only problem they do now is compared to what they do now versus when I was a kid. Those motherfuckers dig in between your teeth,
Dog, yes.
and it hurts. But I'm like, I know my teeth are fantastical, and I've never had a cavity, but damn, did that fucking hurt.
You know, I do have I used to have a girl who cleaned my teeth. She did a very good job. It was very like, I think it's just like the whatever dental assistant's doing it. Some of them are very good at like not ripping open your gums. But like there's been a lady who's done it the past couple times for me.
And she's like,
I mean, she did good the last time, but the first time, like, she was like, it felt like she was actually just trying to rip open my gums.
Yeah.
Like, she was stabbing them bad. I was bleeding. I've never bled like that at the dentist. I was like, ow.
I don't think I've bled.
Oh, I've definitely bled.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad.
Remember my lower jaw? I think our canines like to bleed. But
For some reason, I'd always have to scrape in between my bottom teeth or whatever, my bottom front teeth, and they'd always like take that little hook and scrape or whatever. I don't remember why. Like they'd say like one day it's because just the plaque stuck in there or some shit, or
it's usually plaque.
tar or something. I don't know what it is.
I think it just it does just kind of build
But it's
up
always
there
that one, and then they
sometimes.
always like grab it and like yank it, and I'm just like, sitting there like my jaw moves up every time they do it. And
Oh, that's one feeling. It's not an injury, but if we're speaking of the dentist, the wisdom teeth.
I still have those.
You still do?
You still have yours?
I want you to know,
them out?
if you go do it, that noise of them fucking breaking your not breaking your jaw.
I'm not gonna. I'm getting knocked out, dude.
Yeah,
I cannot stay awake.
No, but if you stay up for it, which I kind of liked it in like retro, but the fact that they just fucking they numbed me and they just went and they're like, all right, we took it out.
You're gone. They're like showing it to your face as the blood from the tooth's like dripping in your eyes. You're like, okay.
Yeah, tooth shard goes into your eye. You start freaking out.
No, but the internal noise that happens that nobody else. Well, you can probably hear it, but like the way it sounds in your ear canal is just like, am I dying?
Is this death?
Damn. Yeah. I can't even imagine that. That like makes me cringe.
I finally remember the story I was going to tell on an injury. So this was in freshman year of high school. We just got done. I think this was towards the end of the year, so we stopped dressing down for PE, and we're just kind of standing, like me and Alberto were standing at the top of the bleachers just chatting.
Is this senior year?
No, this is freshman year.
Oh, okay.
And so we're standing up there, very top of the bleachers, and the bell rings for us to go, and I stood on like the side of the bleachers where it's like where there's no like guardrail to like stop you from falling. And I just like stood there and I just like swan dived or did like on Assassin's Creed where they just kind of trust fall off. I just did that limp, fell off the bleachers and just smacked as hard as I could on the floor and then proceeded to get up. Like everybody who was walking in just like stopped and like was like staring at me and they're like, "Are you okay?" I just got up and walked off.
Dude,
like wasn't even phased that I just dropped off the top of the bleachers.
That makes me think of that one Commanders game or whatever when like Jalen Hurts was walking into the tunnel and the whole like crowd that was on the rails all fell on him. Because the rails are broken, because it's a horrible stadium. But it's like they all fell on him. But I imagine just one person breaking the whole rail or something. Like I imagine you breaking the rail and just smacking and just bouncing off the ground like one time.
I think I did. I probably had to have bounced because I hit the ground hard.
The bounce is the funniest part whenever I watch stuff like that.
But like I just got up and went to my next class, and I remember I think we had like a test or something. We were doing something in that class, but I think they had a movie on. I think it was Mean Girls they had on. It was the US our Washington.
Awesome. I love that movie.
Our Washington history class. I remember we had Mean Girls on, and he had us like doing some sort of like assignment or something. Because I remember I was writing on something, and I just remember turning around in my seat to talk to somebody. And I looked down at like, you know how the chairs are where they're like connected to the desk. And I remember looking at my chair behind me and I was like, whoa, what the heck? Somebody was bleeding on this chair. And I look at my arm. I was like, oh, it's me. I'm bleeding.
You're like, ew, that's gross.
Yeah, who could have possibly bled here? Oh, that's my blood. I had to leave. I was like, hey, teach, I'm bleeding.
I need a med kit.
I need a med kit.
I need a revive.
I need a revive.
I wonder if Trenton was in this class. I wonder if he remembers this happening because I remember he was just like everyone was just confused how I didn't, because it was like a huge gash on my elbow too.
Oh, I remember that one.
I just literally didn't even notice.
Jesus.
My infamous fucking scar on my calf.
Oh yeah.
That I didn't notice until 2 periods later. Because it only had damaged the skin enough.
Oh my gosh, that's every time Alex gets hurt.
It's funny.
It's funny.
Every time Caleb gets hurt, it's like, why did you do that to yourself?
Well,
like,
you did that to me with the scissors. You did that.
Well, there's other moments where that one time I've done that, but every other one is just like, huh? When did you do that? How?
The real question is how I made it out of that without breaking a bone.
If
Peter jumped off the stairs and broke his ankle, how I was able to free fall from the top of the bleachers and not break a
I think you
single
just
bone.
expect more into durability.
It's like you had to get that one dude. I don't remember his name. He's like a astrologist or something like that. He'll explain to you like, he'll explain to you like your whole body hit the same contact, so the force from the impact is spread out
It
perfectly.
probably actually did.
Maybe I'm built like a squirrel and
You're
I
him,
can
bro.
survive terminal velocity falling.
It's so funny how small creatures can just survive from small heights. because
Dude,
they're
I've
just
seen a
tiny.
cat jump out of like a 20-story building and survive and walk away just fine, like if nothing ever happened.
That could be me. We don't know.
No, but to go back to my calf one, we were jumping fences to get to Dairy Queen.
Why were you jumping fences?
Because that's just what we all
I
did.
think this was also freshman year.
Freshman year. I think the scar
It's-
actually is. Hold on.
Is it
I
still
think
there?
it's no. I think it's
If it's
actually
not there, it's not a scar.
Because
No,
Ruben,
it
did you ever
was
take the
there.
route behind the seminary building? It was like a shortcut.
Yeah,
to get to the main-
yeah, I
So
did.
that was where we were heading towards.
Oh, okay.
And this was like the first. This is the first time we
yeah, I can
had
see it.
Alex come with us through that route.
I was perfectly fine for almost 30 minutes.
So from the first few moments that we got to up until we got to the fence, Alex was fine.
Yeah.
And then we
all
got
of
to the fence.
Then it happened. Then we got our food. By the time we got back, I was like, why do I feel cold? Because my pant had ripped open. My jeans actually probably saved me more likely than
Probably,
not.
honestly.
And then I proceeded to like look at my calf, and I'm like, oh, the surface of my skin. Now looking at it, just broke. There's just like a
Your
blood.
pants just soaking the blood, like one for your right leg, like
yeah.
a little
No,
bit heavier.
it didn't
somehow.
actually hurt. It was just like okay. And then that's just what happened. The surface of my skin broke. My jeans probably saved it. It's been like what 6 years from that. It's mostly
a while.
gone now. You can faintly see it. Ruben kind of saw it. So like, yeah, I remember that happening. But that one never really hurt.
But
That one was just weird.
I still don't know how you did that.
Oh, no,
because literally,
I remember how
like
it happened.
out of 100, like the hundreds of people who took that route daily, somehow Alex was the only one to find the way to get cut on the fence.
No, one of the hooks was just standing out weird, and I think when I put my feet over it, I think my legs were just big enough just to catch it. I'm like, okay.
Well, speaking of unknown mysteries, injuries, I don't know how I got this scratch. It's kind of like a scar now. It's not really a scar, but like, it makes me think of like how many things do I like cut myself on and like say they have rust on it, and it's like I have no idea if I have tetanus or not. I just
Well,
wake up one day and I can't talk or
Your
something.
jaw's just.
Yeah, all right. So it's like I'm never gonna go get one. Like I don't have a reason to.
mean,
and if I die,
I think
die.
now you have a reason to.
Well, I mean, so far so good, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long that's been there. It's healed.
Unless
so.
it's like a really bad rusty thing, then you probably should. But
Rusty-
I mean, the fact that you haven't had lockjaw yet tells me you're good.
I'm here.
You're still here?
I'll have it tomorrow.
Ruben's just dead.
No, it's so weird how you can get tetanus from rust. The fact that rust is just like you can just gain a disease.
Yeah.
This is weird. This is a weird
I
scientific thing.
looked up how it happens, but like I can't remember.
Is it
how
just like
it
something
happens.
with like the rust affecting the bloodstream?
No, because technically it's like anything. Like if you walk barefoot in the ground, like in dirt and stuff, you can get it too. Which weird, right?
It's just
I
like
I
a
used to do
blood
that as
disease because there's a lot of bacteria and stuff.
yeah, it's got to be like an
in your
open wound
blood.
thing.
Is it a bacteria thing or like what is it?
I'm pretty sure because it like basically any sort of bacterial, like any bacteria can cause some sort of blood disease that can be bad. Which brings me to another story.
You got tetanus?
Hey, yo, how'd you recover?
Oh man, they gave me a new job.
That's why your voice got so deep the next time I saw you.
Deep. Well, it is funny because this did happen in 7th grade, right before my voice got deep. But I was out fishing with Chase. We're out by the park over here, and we went to fish underneath the bridge. And under the bridge, if you've never been under there, there's like a bunch of like broken shards of concrete that they like kind of shaped into a little bridge to get you underneath the bridge without getting in the water. So we climbed across that and fished under the bridge for like maybe an hour and a half. And when we decided to come back, I said, you know what, guys, I'll carry all your stuff and so you guys can get across. And so I let them get across, and then I was like, you know what? Screw it. I can get across with all this stuff. I can do it. And I had like 2 fishing poles in my hand and a bag. And,
oh no.
I was climbing across those rocks, and like I lost my footing at one point, and I like dropped onto my knee.
Ow.
And cut my knee right here.
Oh, I thought it was gonna go way worse than that. I thought he was gonna get like a push hook stuck in his shoulder or something.
So it does get worse. I'll tell you that. But I cut my knee, and it was bleeding pretty bad. And us just being stupid 12-year-olds, Chase was like,
"Nah, you're good.
Yeah, you're good. We should probably just wash it off with the lake water, though." And we're like, yeah, that's probably a smart idea. So we do that.
Blue algae in it or something.
We do that, rinse it off, and we're like, yeah, that should be good. And we're out there fishing by ourselves for another maybe half hour before my dad shows up. And he's like, what happened? I was like, oh, I fell. He's like, oh, man. And then Chase's dad shows up, and then we're out there fishing for an hour. But my knee never...
2 hours.
My knee never stops bleeding. The entire time.
Oh God.
And at some point in that last hour, I was like, hey, Dad, I don't feel so good. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I think I need to leave.
What a waste of blood.
And he's like, yeah, we should probably go. And I get home, and my mom's like, immediately, she's like, we need to pour peroxide on that, start getting that cleaned off properly. So
4 hours.
So I go in the bathroom and I dump peroxide on it. And it's not until this moment when I properly like clean it that I realize that it went all the way to the bone. That much of my meat got chunked off.
How did you not like react to pain or nothing?
I really don't know, but the scar's kind of still there. It's really small now, but like the way it was before was like all of right here was gone. There was no meat right here.
When was this?
This was 7th grade.
This man trying to be Skeletor.
What part of the year?
Spring.
Yeah, he's fishing.
Yeah, I was fishing.
I'm surprised you guys didn't catch any fish with all that blood in your area.
You know, I'm pretty sure if there's a fish in that lake that ate a chunk of my meat.
There's now a Caleb fish. Go find it.
And then somebody could have caught that fish and then ate it and had human nutrients in them.
Somebody ate a piece of me that day.
Now you guys are related.
Potentially.
Did you not miss school because of that?
No, I kept going.
Did you ever tell me this?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I showed people at school because I was like, "Yeah, look at my knee," and it's just like
bone. It's just bone.
I don't remember that.
It was pretty bad, but like I remember because I think now in hindsight, knowing what I know about bacteria and stuff, is the lake water definitely was the worst. I was probably better off not putting any lake water in it at all.
Yeah, just let it
just letting it clot properly by itself. Because for the next like month until the scabbing completely went away, I'd have to keep ripping off the scab because like the antibodies were like pushing through the scab, so it was like yellow goo coming out to heal my leg, and I had to just keep peeling it off and dumping more peroxide. So I don't feel peroxide anymore when I pour it on myself if I get injuries.
Jesus Christ.
That because it actually made me desensitized to the feeling of the burn that peroxide provides.
You know what I unironically like? The feeling of like peroxide.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't it like technically not work? Like, isn't it like not supposed to help you? It's just a disinfectant.
Well,
it doesn't help you heal, but yeah, it disinfects it. That's really what
my whole life. I thought it was supposed to help you heal.
No, it's just
Neosporin helps you heal.
Yeah, one of the girls in the not the ER. Well, actually, probably one of them, but they were in the surgery room, and that's what they told me. I was like, I don't know. They were just saying fun facts about medicine. I don't know. I just caught the conversation, and they're like, yeah, peroxide doesn't do anything. It's just rubbing alcohol, but like not for rubbing. I'm like, the more you know. So if you don't need rubbing alcohol, just fucking buy peroxide.
Oh, I just remembered now. I chopped off my thumb before. The tip of my thumb.
How?
So I was helping my mom make tacos. Makes sense. And
that's why.
He just looks at his skin. Just like, yeah.
What's it called? And I was chopping up lettuce and I was chopping up limes or whatever. And I got to the tomatoes. My dad was in his bedroom or whatever, like working on the internet or something like that. Like he just bought a router. I remember this. I actually remember this vividly now. And she was behind me cooking meat or whatever. And then freaking she like left or something like that. She went to the front door or something to go get the mail. I don't remember what happened. Well, I ended up chopping, right? And then, like, I'm over here thinking, like, oh, yeah, I'm a freaking Gordon Ramsay. I'm trying to do it all fast and shit. And I chop it off. And I'm like,
uh-oh. Like the tip? Like the thumb?
Like the tip of my thumb, like the very edge of it. Like, they're like, meat did come off, but, like, it wasn't, like, horrible.
He's like, well, then I throw this into the ground.
Well, I actually left it on the cutting board, so they believed me when I walked up to them saying, hey, I think I cut off my thumb. Well, I walked over to my dad. I walked into his room, and I'm like, Dad, I need help. And he's like, why? And I was like, I cut off my thumb. He goes, oh, go put a Band-Aid on it. He thought I was joking. He didn't think I was serious. And I go, okay. And I'm walking, and I'm starting to leave a blood trail on the floor. And my mom's already in the kitchen. She freaks out. She goes, what happened to your thumb? I was like, I chopped it off. Like, I'm just, like, in a state of shock. Like, because I'm just like, I just chopped off my thumb.
Just gone.
And my mom just starts screaming, my dad, why didn't you help him? What are you doing?
I thought he was joking.
He come running out, and he's like actually like a very panicked, and he's not a guy that gets panicked at all. He never does. And he's just like, shit, pour hydrogen peroxide on it, start running with water. And like I stood there for like 20 minutes waiting for it to stop bleeding, and it finally stopped. And then I went to the doctor, like, yeah, I mean, I guess you're just going to be without the edge of your thumb. Somehow it grew back. Chameleon.
I think our phalanges are just mostly kind of fat. They're not mostly. So like if you did cut off like not the whole like the actual like skeleton part, it should grow normally, quotations on it, and it won't look the same, but it'll normally
it grows back.
Yeah, it'll look like a finger. There's some I've seen some fucked up fingers.
My thumbs look the same though.
It'll look like
and then you're good
finger.
Then. Should roughly look the same.
Yeah.
If you a proper way to actually cut food, I had to learn this the hard way because my parents, they're all the Prunedas are chefs. They all have to do it fucking how the TV shows it. But if you're cutting food, don't hold it with your tips of your fingers. Kind of use your knuckles.
The ooga booga.
Technically ooga booga, and then you can cut fast if you want to do it like that. So just like this, like you just use your bending parts of your fingers to cut food.
Cooking tips.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, another thing too, where it's like speaking of cooking, it's just like sometimes I shock like my family members or even my wife, and I'm just like I make something right, and they're like, "Wow, this is really good. I didn't know you can cook." I'm like, I worked at a restaurant for 3 years. I cooked all kinds of food. I know how to cook.
I thought you were gonna say you pull up your hand full of bandages and you're like, it's got my thumbs in there.
Gross. But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I used to cook all the time for money.
It's true. Yeah. Where was that again? Michael's, right?
The downgraded version.
Downgraded version.
I actually prefer Rock Top over Michael.
Honestly, I kind of do too.
Nah, Michael's is way better, dude. I don't know why the risotto and salmon is just so good. Michael's.
Oh, you know, that is fair.
It's so good. It's like the only thing I get there. It's stupid expensive though. I spend like way too much money on like salmon and rice.
And honestly, you could make that at home for cheaper. Probably better too.
I need to use a bathroom.
Did you
I drink too much water.
Did you ask how do you use the bathroom or
no?
Where the bathroom is?
I need to. Yeah, I drank that water too fast because I kept trying to pretend like it's Miller Lite or something. Trying to.
That's actually crazy. That's an actual crazy statement right there. You drank your water fast because you thought it was alcohol.
I'm an alcoholic, bro.
Are you actually?
Dude, it's bad.
Oh my god!
Like it's not like where it's like I'm shaking and stuff for it, but it's like definitely wish I had a beer right now. Definitely wish.
Have you ever had any injuries due to getting inebriated? No,
not yet. But I have teleported in like Spokane.
What? Oh, bro did real time fast travel.
I really fast traveled, bro. Dude. Thank God I was with my wife too, because what's it called? We were like bar hopping, right? And then we get to the last one, and then we're just like, okay, we should go somewhere else. Well, I don't remember getting there.
You're like,
and I ended up waking up. I was like, what are we doing? Like I freaked out for a second. I was just like, what am I doing? How do we get here? She's like, oh, don't worry about it. We're gonna go home. And I was like, oh, cool. But yeah, I don't remember how I got there or what happened during that part. And I've also teleported here in Moses too, but
That's
it's not as scary as Spokane.
That's actually crazy.
Spokane's wild.
Spokane's crazy.
Spokane is literally just like Spokampton is not
It's not inaccurate.
It's not inaccurate.
Yeah, it's not inaccurate.
It feels like a GTA game.
Low key, especially downtown.
Oh, fuck
Downtown's
yeah.
fire though. I love downtown.
It's a nice looking city.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
There's some
Bad.
fucking peculiar characters.
oh yeah. I guess to one last injury story then, if you guys don't have any others. I don't know if this really counts as one, but I remember it was also, I think it was like mid-May that this happened. It was back in elementary school. I think this was 5th grade. It was 4th or 5th grade. But you remember that big baseball diamond that was in like the far back corner of Peninsula?
That everyone liked to play.
Yeah, that we always played on that one. I remember going out to that one this particular year, and it was covered in like plants. And I was like, that's cool, but we're playing some sort of game. And I remember for whatever reason, I like went down on my hands and knees in that baseball diamond. Like I think like I was running away from like a dinosaur or something in our game.
Damn.
And I went down on my hands and knees, and I was like, somebody just like died in our game. And I was like, no. But when I did that, I went down, and I was like, immediately I just felt a shearing pain in my knees and hands, and I get up and look at my hands, and they're covered in goat heads.
Oh god.
Just completely filled with goat heads. And it went from being pretend dramatic to looking at my hands and being like and I remember all the girls like ran up to me and they're like, what's wrong? And I showed them my hands, and I was like, this is what's wrong. And they started picking them out of my hands.
Howie.
And
full force rip.
they're just red and puffy with a bunch of the dots from all the thorns in them. And I was like, oh man, thanks guys. Now, can you guys help with these ones too? And I pull up my shorts, and there's just even more on my knees. And the girls screamed seeing that, because it literally looked like, basically, it looked like I had bark growing on my knee. That's how many goat heads were clustered on there. So that all of those got pulled out. And the very next class was music class. And for some reason, that teacher decided on that particular day.
We're playing the recorder.
No, we weren't playing the recorder. We were clapping to the beat of whatever song he was playing. And I just remember like clapping, and it was just sheer pain every time. And if I didn't clap, that teacher, he was an a-hole.
Mr. Donovan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. I remember him.
If you at all like refused to do what his lesson was, for whatever reason, he would write you up to the principal. So I remember like having a clap, and I turned to Peter and I was like, dude, this is actual torture. And then his son was like, immediately raised his hand. He's like, somebody just said that this is stupid.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I wonder what happened to him.
they're gone.
Probably.
They're just gone.
Yeah, I don't remember him ever since after that.
Just disappeared after that year. But yeah, my hands were in so much pain.
Damn.
Ow.
But shout out to the girls who took out the thorns from my hand. You were the real homies that day.
Damn. That's tough.
Fuck, I hated goat heads. This is the
They're
most
awful.
I had to, back in 5th grade, I had to traverse a field to get home in Othello. No, it wasn't like a.
You lived in Othello before?
I did. I lived there.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It was fine. Nothing ever. Othello was perfect.
That's the point. Nothing ever does happen there.
Yeah, it's fine. It's perfect. If you want mundane, go there. But I think now it's full of houses. But in between the middle school and the elementary school I went to get to my house, I could have gone a different way, but through the field was the fastest way, and I wanted to get fucking home. I was like, I ain't trying to walk for an undescribable amount of hours. Fuck that. So I'd walk, and through this field, there'd be so many goat heads. They would just get attached to me on my pant legs for the most part. And I'm like, dude, this is so fucking annoying. And like, ever since then, I haven't Googled it. Maybe I should now on the podcast. But like, why on God's green earth are goat heads a thing? They're dead. They're just dead foliage. Just like here to wreak vengeance on me.
They just actually just hate anything that isn't
themselves.
other plants.
Yeah.
Because their entire purpose for sticking to you is they're supposed to latch onto animals' fur so they can spread out and grow in other places. But us being humans, we don't have the same padding that animals do. So it just immediately penetrates our skin.
It's so stupid.
It's like tumbleweeds, dude.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's
like you can't get rid of them either because they're so small. And it's like even if you spray like freaking chemicals on it or whatnot, like the seeds will not die. They won't. Like it's not possible.
I don't think I explained this on the podcast. Do you know where tumbleweeds come from?
Yeah, Russia.
Wow.
It came from Russia, and eventually they shipped it over in boxes of wheat or whatever that's supposed to come to us, and the USDA didn't find out about it, and eventually got to North Dakota, and then it spread all across the Greater Plains.
And then it became a Western trope.
That's
yeah.
actually
well, and then
crazy.
it hopped on trains when we actually started getting industrialized, and that's how I got to like West Coast and East Coast because the mountains actually separated tumbleweeds for us.
I have the most cartoony brain possible that when you said they got on trains, I imagined like the tumbleweeds with like cowboy hats hopping on the trains with their families.
Or something?
Because what's it called? They used to have like those diagonal front shields or whatever. If there's obstacles on the train tracks, it'd push them away, but they're tumbleweeds, so they get stuck, and then eventually they will fall off at some point, and then they make seeds wherever they land.
Oh, man, that train became one spiky battering ram at one point.
Ouch. That's so weird.
Crazy stuff. See, like I remember dumb stuff like that. I can't remember my own childhood, but I can remember stuff like that.
My childhood moments that made me the man I am today. A random factoid.
Like this man actually, I was just telling him the story when he first got here that I remember going to his birthday party back in kindergarten. He was the first birthday party I ever went to. And I remember his party specifically because it was a Halloween themed party. And I'm telling him this whole story, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't remember that."
Yeah,
it's your own birthday.
I block out like a lot of stuff for some reason, not because like trauma or nothing like that or like anything.
My brain just deletes.
It's the
seriously.
concussions.
It's like the whole like 60-day delete thing or something like that, where it's like it only stays in your memory for so long. Beep, gone.
Ruben didn't pay for the
Is it
cloud
actually
storage.
60 days?
I'm on a free trial, bro.
He's on free trial.
Now that you say it, oh my god, trying to remember anything like specifically 60 days ago?
Well, yeah, I do, but like honestly, my freshman year, like unless it was important, I don't remember much of it. Same thing with my sophomore year. Middle school, I don't really remember at all, and then elementary school, I can't remember past 4th grade. Like I only remember people. That's it. I don't remember events. I don't remember nothing like that.
You know what? I might have to change up the guest schedule for
This wasn't part of the...
No, this isn't. This is the injury episode.
Oh, okay.
The school trilogy's for September.
Okay.
Damn, you guys are that far booked out?
No.
I was gonna say you guys are effective.
We're not recording that far out.
That'd be insane.
If we were, I don't know what I'd do with myself. That'd actually be useless.
Yeah.
Well, I have some of those ideas planned out for on my channel, but it's just I'll get to it. But I got these. I have like 2 videos. I have one already planned. I just need to record, but then I need to plan one out and then record it. So I work ahead, but it's like it's never like, well, while I work on this one, I'm gonna work on another one. I'm like, I ain't that fucking insane.
Well, I was texting him like a couple days ago and telling him how I live, and I'm just like, yeah, I have goals. Like I'll write them down like a whiteboard or something. They'll be on there for the whole year, and it's like eventually I'll cross them off somehow and be like, oh yeah, I did get to that this year.
I did do that.
But most of the time, it's always like I get a phone call from somebody like, hey, you want to do something? Sure. Cool, let's go. And I was like, that's just how I am. I'm just not a planning person. I don't plan things.
I don't know why I imagine Ruben living as like one of those dementia patients where he's like he has like something written down. And he's like, who wrote this?
Oh, of course.
I gotta find. I think we
I
follow
did
each
that.
other on Instagram. I'm gonna send you all the share if you have the dementia meme.
Oh, dude, say less. Hold on. Hold on.
No,
you have
we have.
them?
I think I do have you. I just don't send you anything.
I don't send any of you guys anything
I
either.
need to send all the.
Do I have you, Ruben?
You guys probably do, but I don't send much people
Yeah.
videos.
Honestly, I don't even remember who I have on Instagram anymore since I had it deleted for like 3 years.
No fucking shit. Hold on. Like start there. I'm gonna give it to Caleb. Hold on. It's just.
Do you see it?
Scroll down. Share if you have dementia.
Oh my gosh!
I had to do it. That's the only dude. And the funniest thing is like I went to my sister's house to go see if like she reacted to it, and I was like, "Hey, do you like that?" She didn't even see it. I'm like, "Damn." I'm like, "That's messed up." I did all that dedication over like an hour or whatever.
Sure, if you have dementia. Oh yeah. Sure, if you. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have dementia. Oh
Sure,
yeah.
if you have dementia.
Oh yeah, man.
I
Got dementia, or the meme I always see where it's like in the search engine when you're looking up if I have dementia and it's
All the
purple. I keep looking back at this like I have more water, but I don't have more water.
Ruben
Yeah.
might actually have dementia.
I think you might have short-term like memory loss or
I
something.
probably do.
Ruben start. You know what? That's fair though. Actually, I do that a lot too. Where I finish my drink, and then I'll be like, drink, and I'll go back and it's just an empty cup. I'm like, oh yeah.
Well,
I
it's
finished
worse.
it.
The amount of disappointment though, you're just like,
And you like really try to grasp and try to get the little droplets that are in there.
You still take a swing anyway just to see if there's anything in there you left
Maybe
behind.
I'll get one last little drop.
Yeah.
and then you're like, but it's the fact that you have to get up again to refill it. It's just like,
Tough.
damn.
Tough.
No,
That's why
life's-
beer's better. They come in bottles. You can bring 2 at a time. Bam.
Or you can be like my friend William, who just has a fucking, I don't know how to describe it. An entire, it's shaped like the chief.
He has a keg.
A keg full of water, basically. Handheld keg filled
Oh,
with water.
God.
And it's just this small
Or is it like the,
Mexican Chinese looking man just going a gug,
just
a gug.
drinking a jug of water.
And I'm like, dude, the
God.
fact that you have to refill that alone would like discourage me from owning that dog.
I at that point just get a cup.
Yeah. I'm like,
yeah, I used to actually do that a lot. I have the 5-gallon drums or whatever when I lived in my apartment because our tap water was absolutely horrible. And once it got, I don't do it anymore. I just buy bottled water. But I'd always have the 5-gallon jugs and I'd lift it all hard and shit when it's like full and like fill up 1 cup.
Just one cup.
big ass cup.
You should have just got you should have at that point just got one of those office water dispensers.
Yeah, but they're expensive, dude. They're like $200.
They're $200. Actually, that
They're
makes
stupid
sense.
expensive. I mean, now they're even more expensive because they're all cool and stuff now. Like we just bought one for our office.
Hold on, wait a minute. I have to ask you boys a question. This is a total 7-year-old question.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was the other purpose of the other knob
There's
of a water dispenser?
warm water and cold water.
There's hot water and cold water, and then there's room temp water.
I swear on my life, I've tried both several times. No fucking
Well,
difference.
It's probably because it wasn't turned on.
Yeah.
I've never had it. 22 years. I turned 22 in
like 3
2
days.
3
Oh.
days. 2 days. Never have I once got hot water from one of those damn
Yeah, dude.
machines.
So what's it called? Back when I was like in kindergarten, middle school, I was broke. Okay, like I had no money. You know, lived out in horrible spots. And then eventually, when my mom finally got in with my dad or whatever, and they freaking like we all moved in or whatever, he had one, and his hot water part would work. And like my life changed from microwaving hot noodles or whatever to just putting the hot water in there.
Shit, I
Oh
didn't
my
even think
god.
about that. That's
And like, I
actually
just sit there for like
genius.
1 minute. I don't even sit there for like the whole 3 minutes. It's just 1 minute. It's already boiling hot, and then boom, it's ready to go. I'm like, this is
Shoot.
great. I'm like,
Ruben,
this is-
you're saying that's not worth the money?
I don't eat hot noodles anymore.
Well,
You
okay.
could.
In fairness, I now have like one of the like electric kettles my mom got for her coffees and
fair.
stuff, and you just
That is
use
fair.
those.
I want a Blackstone.
That is what
That's
I used
want.
to.
What's that?
You know, like flat top.
Oh
It's a flat
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
are
Those
bomb.
are good. I think flat top grills are becoming like the new thing.
Yeah, but people
everybody's
don't know how to
using.
actually use them. They use them for burgers and stuff like that. I'm like, that's not. I mean, like you should use a grill. You should use a flat top for like Philly cheesesteaks and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
different.
Well, you could really use it for anything.
You can, but it infuriates me. It makes me
It
mad.
infuriates you.
There's specific tools for
Yeah.
specific things.
Yeah, what's the point of buying a pan set if you're gonna buy a flat top? Don't buy a pan set. You got a flat top.
True.
Exactly.
It's true.
I actually got 2 pan sets for Christmas like 2 years ago, and I've only opened one of them. It just hasn't. The other ones haven't gotten worn yet. So
Those shits will
They-
last
they-
you like 20 years.
Yeah, they
yeah,
last a
I'll
long
never have to
time.
open the other one.
Yeah.
That's crazy that they gave you 2. Like you're set.
You know
Very.
what though?
2 families, give me gifts.
Like maybe as kids we'd like, who the hell wants a pants? As an adult, amazing,
Pan set.
amazing.
I seen a video or whatever where it's like when your dad finally has a piece for that one block that he's kept out back.
Yeah, I've
And
seen
it's
that
like
too.
he's like, we need a specific piece that is 1 16 inch on
Cube.
width and 1 1/8 inch length, and he's like, I have the perfect one.
Give me 5 minutes.
Dust everywhere, and he freaking grabs it. He's
have
like,
it.
this is it.
The most janky looking piece of wood.
But it somehow magically fits.
It's the most perfect one.
And you know what's funny is that happens a lot more often than you'd think.
It really does.
Yeah, it's like this hyper specific piece of wood.
Just, yeah. Crazy.
I want. My girlfriend got me a gift today. I don't know what it is. It's supposed to be a surprise. I don't celebrate my birthday really anymore because it's like, I'm now.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I think it's cool. I saw a video or whatever. They're like, or a Instagram reel, and they're like, if you're a man and you celebrate your birthday after you're 18, you're gay. And I'm like, dog, that's like the one day I have.
That's just a sad
No,
mindset.
I just don't like celebrate it like enthusiastically. The most I'll do is be like, I think I might buy myself much more food than I usually would than the other day.
Damn.
And you know what?
And it
Sometimes
works. I'm
that's all
happy.
you
I'm like,
need.
this
Yeah.
is good. This is good.
Yeah, I just don't like myself enough to throw myself a big party.
Yeah, I don't throw parties.
Parties, no, but I'll treat
Yeah, I don't
myself
do
like
parties.
that.
Like it's just like if anybody wants to do something, I'm down.
Yeah, that's
I'm
kinda
like
how I
that.
am,
I'm
too.
like that every weekend.
Yeah, I'm like that all the time, like every day. I mean, during the week too.
Yeah, like,
But,
you just showed up right now.
on my birthday, it's more or less like I actually do kind of like put some thought into it. I take the days off. I take days off because I take my birthday off, and then I take the next day off because I'm probably gonna get hammered. And then what's it called? And I get been getting lucky recently. It's been on like Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays where I can take a lot of days off and celebrate my whole weekend. But I actually like go somewhere and do something.
Birthday weekends are elite, and I'm so happy during our graduation. It was on a Friday or something.
Yeah.
So I just had like 3 continuous days of parties.
Damn.
Because it was my birthday, my graduation, and then some other fucking event.
I think it was
forgot.
graduation was Friday.
Yeah.
And then your birthday was the next day because I remember I went to your house for your graduation birthday party. And then I guess you did something Sunday
I
too.
think I did. I'm like, dude, this is amazing. And then I peaked on that during that
And I
birthday.
peaked.
I peaked.
He's peaked.
No, I
peaked.
definitely did not.
I've
peak
never
then.
gone
Just say,
back.
don't peek. Don't peek.
I know. In terms of birthday stuff, I was like, that was a pretty cool time. I always remember that. And then just after that, I've just been kind of just mellowed. I've been like, I'm gonna go buy me something like Wendy's.
I bought myself a desk for my birthday this year, if that really means anything. It was a whole 2 weeks before, but I bought it.
So I probably shouldn't say this, but I highly doubt they'll actually watch this episode.
What? Who?
So my wife and my mom.
Okay.
So this last birthday, I really wanted to go see Travis Scott because he was coming up to Seattle. And I guilt tripped my mom into buying me tickets for my birthday because I didn't want to buy them. I'm just like, oh, they're expensive.
My birthday's coming up, Mom.
My birthday.
Yeah, so she ended up buying me tickets. My wife, out of spite, she was gonna buy me like something like random, and then like she wanted it to be better. And what's it called? She bought me a PS5, and I've always wanted a PS5, and I was just like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "This is the greatest birthday ever."
This is amazing.
But yeah, it shows that they both love me. But
Yeah.
it was funny shit. I was just like, wow, if I didn't be a big crybaby boy and freaking whine for like 3 months, because no, it was a long time. I was complaining about it like every single day to everybody. I'm like, okay,
So your baby boy, Mom, give me something for my birthday.
Mommy, I want to see Travis Scott.
that's kind of what happened. I
Have
just
you
text.
seen it yet? Or
No, I saw it last year.
oh,
Yeah, it was
good?
last year. It was amazing, dude. I lost my voice. I couldn't freaking like. I had to walk like a whole 2 miles to my hotel or whatever. I'm just like, it was awesome, dude. We were out till like 3 a.m.
Jesus.
It was crazy.
Yeah, concerts are pretty cool.
Walking around Seattle at 3 a.m. is fucking insane.
It low key was scary,
But
though.
but
It was
you know
stupid
what?
Scary.
There's no better experience because when I saw the Fall Out Boy concert, I think it was like it wasn't 3 a.m. but it was like 12 or 1.
Oh,
we were
perfect.
walking
Peak
around.
Seattle time.
We were
I
walking
love
around
living in
because
Seattle.
we were starving and we need to get something to eat. So we're trying to figure out what places were still open.
What
I
do
was
you
like,
have?
Like usually Safeway's still open till like 1 because it is here in Moses. But they were not open in Seattle, so
Damn.
we had to trek across the city. I was like, maybe we can grab food from this bar. And I just see like some guys like getting thrown out of the bar, people fighting inside. I was like, and we had my 12-year-old nephew with us. And I was like, maybe not.
Damn.
No, if you really want something to munch on,
KFC was the go-to for us.
I was KFC. That's wild.
That's
My
wild.
tummy.
That's stupid expensive too.
Yeah,
It was,
if
but
you-
we had a
if
lot
you-
of people.
If you want something not cheap, but at least bang for your buck, I would say,
Wendy's.
is go to the Ave and go to Aladdin's.
Well, we didn't want to drive anywhere.
It's worth the fucking trek.
Where's that at?
It's next to the university. It's on the Ave,
way
like the main
over
strip.
there.
Yeah, see, that's far. That's far from
downtown, big
where
dog.
we were.
You know what? Maybe I've driven around Seattle so many times. It does not feel fucking far.
It is far, and I used to go to Seattle like once a month or once every 3 months because I had to get my heart checked all the time. And what's it called? I know every single street in Seattle most of the time, but what's it called? Yeah, that's far, dog.
Yeah, I wouldn't even drive that far here in town.
Dude, I don't even like driving. Like I don't even like driving over here, and I go golfing over here.
Yeah, like a 10-minute drive's too far. You think?
Dude, even a 5-minute drive's too far. I don't like going. I live right next to Safeway. I'd rather not go to Safeway.
Maybe it's because I've driven to Seattle so many times. Just 3 hours to me is like that's just 20 minutes.
Like if it's not if it's not walking distance, most of the time, if the option is I could drive 5 minutes or walk 5 minutes, I'm gonna take the 5-minute walk.
Same,
because it feels better.
Well, and then you like actually walk around and look at stuff you can't see when you're driving.
Yeah, you'd experience life.
Yeah, no. On the Ave, I'll usually walk because it's like only like 10 minutes or whatever. But if like there's something decently far away, I'll be like, fuck it, let's drive.
Dude, there was one time I was in Seattle and we were just taking like our anniversary trip and we were like down there in Pike Place. And I didn't know that's where the original Starbucks was. And they have like the old logo and stuff like that. Well, when I got in line, I looked up and I saw the sign. The first thing I said, I didn't say it that loud, but of course my intrusive thought, I'm like, ha, boobies. My wife looked at me. She's like, why would you say that in front of everybody? I was just like,
I don't know.
I'm like, I see boobies. I say boobies. Boobies.
I think actually, I saw a news report. There was a crime that happened there a few months ago. Apparently, that's not the original
What? I was lied to.
Lied to you?
I spent like $200 on random stuff there.
Yeah. I think I don't remember where it's originally at, but the why they call that one the original is because I think it's one of the first like offshoots of the original, and that's why they call it's something lucrative like that. I read the comments, but I don't know. It was Instagram real comments. I don't know if it's exactly true.
I'm about to fact check.
So it's like
fact check it right now.
So
my heart is actually hurting right now.
Well, it's still one of the more popular spots, so I would see like, hey, if you like the stuff that you got there, then I guess it was worth it. But everything at Pike Place, there's one thing that you two need to try.
What is it?
I have to ask Nat for the original name of the place, but I don't call it by the original name because I call it Pastrokies because I think it's funny. But they're kind of like it's like bread, but it's like stuffed with it's I think it's Russian or Ukrainian in origin. It's something Eastern European. It is some of the best. I don't even know what to call them, bro. Like bread meal food things ever.
Sweet bread.
Not sweet bread. It's not sweet bread.
It's like a kind of sandwich-esque.
Yeah, sandwich-esque, but it's not like two slices. It's filled. I have to show you. Maybe I'll send it to both of you later. But dude, Pike Place is neat.
It really
Pike Place is awesome, dude. Yeah. I love Pike Place.
But I won't lie. Getting to Pike Place though, sketch as fuck.
Sketchy.
Yeah.
Sketchy.
I'm like, how is one of the most iconic spots in Seattle right next to Hobo Central, bro? I'm like, what the fuck?
It wasn't that bad when I went in like March. It wasn't too bad.
What's it called? I went and it used to be really bad too by the Space Needle area, and
it's still bad.
Oh, I haven't been there since last year, but I remember because like when I was a kid, it was like Seattle was beautiful, dude. Like there was nothing wrong with it. Like yeah, of course you see every hobo every once in a while, but it was never that bad. And then
fentanyl crisis, it's real.
It really is. It really is. And it's like 3-4 years ago, I took my wife out there for the first time. She'd never been to Seattle. And I was like, oh, you're going to love it. This is the greatest thing ever. And I walked downtown, like where I remember the McDonald's used to be here. The Starbucks used to be here. Everything used to be here. Boarded up, spray painted. Nothing's there. Like nothing's downtown. I'm like, damn.
Ruben just fell to his knees. Why?
Oh my God. I have to watch Planet of the Apes.
Dude, I need to rewatch it because the new one came out.
Yeah,
what a beautiful day.
What a wonderful day.
Or something like that. I can't remember it.
I thought the first movie fucking sucked when I was younger, but apparently it's done well enough to where they're at 5. Yeah. So I feel like I gotta watch them. But nah, Seattle, I can go on large tangents. I've been to that place too many goddamn times, and it's just like I remember like when my parents said like coming here was awesome. And now I come here and I'm all like, What is this fucking
This
Warhammer,
sucks.
dog?
Well,
I'm seeing everything.
I was sad when that North Star or Nordstrom Mall or whatever shut down, where the Kraken Arena is now.
Yeah.
because that used to be my favorite. That was used to be my favorite mall,
They
and
just
they shut it down.
malls across the country now, which sucks.
I hate that because I can't buy stuff online. Like I'm impatient.
Like I prefer shopping online, but just the novelty of going to a mall and just going around and just looking at stuff, that's cool.
Do you remember going to the mall during a child? Because if you really
Do you remember Orange Julius?
I do.
Ooh, so good. Rip.
But no, I what's it called? I can't shop online because one, I need it that same day when I buy it. Like I don't like my money being out of my pocket and then me not getting something right away. And then two, I have to like see it, feel it, touch it. Like I have to like actually like want like if I wanted to buy this desk, I'd have to like buy it right now with cash.
Ropes to desk. This is a good desk.
This
right here.
is nice desk.
Nice desk.
Hey, do you want to sell this desk? I'll buy it for you. But like if I had to buy it online or whatever, like and then I have to wait 2 weeks, I'd be pissed. Like I can't do it. I just can't.
I think it's just because I have there's two factors. I don't like people, and I usually have very specific things that I need. Like if I go out and shop, they never have my size in stock.
What size are you?
Aren't you medium?
It's medium.
Dog, that's like the most universal size.
Well,
in
that's why it's
America.
always sold out.
Oh, I'm a large.
And that's we're always sold out.
Being a medium,
Yeah, kind of.
There's always either extra smalls or extra larges. That's the only ones I can ever find. And I'm like, man,
Where do you
this
shop?
Where
sucks.
do you shop?
Yeah,
I'll check everywhere.
Dude, the only thing I ever see is mediums and extra larges.
I need to go to wherever you go because they have my
Marshalls.
size.
Marshalls is
Marshalls is
goated.
good.
Marshalls is goated.
Oh, that's why.
Dude, I just bought a
don't go to
Callaway.
Marshalls.
Never mind. I'm gonna rant. Sorry. Never mind. I'm gonna ramble.
But a couch.
But
No, that's not
yeah,
it. It's Callaway.
Oh, okay.
I do like the novelty of going to a mall and just actually getting to see and feel the stuff that you're buying.
Going to the mall in Tri-Cities and just seeing the place I'd love to go to. Okay, I would be dragged there by not of my own free will because my mom was trying to do something. But every time I'd go and it'd be like the possibility of me walking in here and walking out of this place with something I like that my mom had no intention of buying me was the driving motivator with me not having a shitty attitude the entire time when I was with my mom. But I had so many fond memories and just going there as an adult now and just seeing like parts of it closed.
Yeah,
and
that's
dark
so
and
sad.
I'm like, I feel like a part of me died. And
Yeah,
It honestly does.
I guess what's something else that like moved away? Because I mean, like Orange Julius is gone, which RIP. I loved it when freaking our Dairy Queen had Orange Julius.
Yeah,
here.
and then that
like,
went
peak.
away too.
That was literally peak. My life is not the peak since Orange Julius closed down. I'm so sad. There's days where like I'll wake up and I'll be like, man, I could really go for an Orange Julius, and I'll like look up to see if there's any locations open.
You know, they
I'm
have the recipes online. You can make them at home.
Oh, Caleb post lock in on that reaction.
The expression change was so
Bro, the mogging went real. He was just like, I'm so sad. What do you mean?
because my mom
For real.
was making them for a
Like,
while, like
tomorrow.
every single day.
Hold on.
That's wild.
It's basically just like Tang and ice cream, I think.
Yeah, but it's still delicious. I don't care.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm not saying
I don't
anything
think
against
I
them.
don't
They're
think I
the
had one.
best. They're good. They're really
I don't
good.
think I
How
did.
could you say that you missed a nostalgic of
No, because
nostalgia
my
of
mom
a
would
mall?
always go there. I'd sip on one, but I can't remember the taste of it. I was really young.
It's just tangy, very good and tangy.
Another
taste.
thing that what's it called really went downhill, and I had to do it out of nostalgia was Sbarro Pizza.
Oh,
I'm sad.
Have they
'Cause
gone downhill?
I went down. It has. Well, like so, I walked up to it. I went to the Tri-Cities one, and I walked up to it, and I was like, "Man, I really just want some damn Sbarro right now. Like I haven't had that in like 20 years." And I walked up to it, and I saw the logo got redesigned. I'm like, "Fuck!"
So
The modernization of
better.
fucking logos nowadays suck. Like I hate the new logos. And I took a piece of pizza, $12 for one piece of pizza. I'm like, this sucks. And I took a bite. And I'm like, damn, nowhere near as good as I thought it'd be.
Not even good.
Like, this is horrible.
That sucks. Sbarro was always super good.
It slapped so
A
good.
similar scenario to that was there's different ways to get into Tri-Cities, and my dad, my grandpa go the most 90s way to get there. Back roads, dirt roads, next to train tracks. I swear to God, I thought I saw like an old timey
He went
Western
through like the
shack.
port of Tri-Cities instead.
Something like
See,
that.
that's cool though.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely cool, but it's not as fast. But then all of a sudden, my grandpa's like, "This is like third hand storytelling from my dad." So my grandpa's saying to my dad, Remember that ice cream shop that used to be here 30 years ago? I want ice cream right now, Miguel. And my dad goes, okay.
All
and they
right.
drive there, and it's just gone. And so, how my dad
And
describes
then
it from
your
earlier,
grandpa was like Planet of the Apes.
my dad said it in such a funny way I can't recreate, but he says it in Spanish, and my grandpa's like, "What the fuck? It used to be right here. Where is it, Miguel? Where's my favorite ice cream spot?" And my dad just has to explain to my grandfather, "Dad, it's been like 30 years, 40 years. The place is gone."
That's sad.
I'm like, oh, and my grandpa's an ice cream enthusiast. I think I don't know if you saw it on Twitter. You might have deleted it, but I have a video of my grandpa with a tub of ice cream and a scoop in his hand, just eating, and he emotes on it, bro. He just
emotes
goes,
on it.
he takes it, he scoops in, eats, and he just goes,
But maybe it's just a grandpa thing that grandpas just love sweets.
"Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, probably.
They're just they're little gerbils for sugar."
They just love their sugar.
Hey, what does the button do?
It disconnects you.
It disconnects you.
Ruben's about to press it and then
I was
not be able
going
to speak
to.
the rest of the
The intrusive
podcast.
thought, bro. I was just gonna look at it and go,
I wonder what this does.
But yeah, you know, just thinking about going to the mall and finding random crap. Do you remember the vulture jacket that we found at the mall that one time? It's like a super nice like leather jacket. Literally looks like what the vulture wears in Spider-Man Homecoming. I was this close to buying it. It was $300 for that
Damn.
jacket, and it was so cool. But I was like, man, I should not drop $300.
If my credit card was zero and there was something in my like size, I maybe would have bought it.
It was like,
dude, I know a lot of people like a lot of people are graduating with a lot of credit card debt,
oh yeah,
like more than $10,000.
Oh, I'm
Seriously, dude. Like I
How?
thought I have a spending problem, and like I don't have that much credit card debt. Mine's like maybe like $5,000 most, and it's like I'm paying it off and like doing my thing. But some people have like over like $10,000-15,000
on what, on your truck?
No. That's a different loan. I'm just like on credit card stuff.
Oh,
like,
credit card in
that I just
general?
buy random stuff with or whatever.
I actually don't know how that's possible.
like even like I mean like right now like I'll pay off like $600 at a time or whatever like every like first of the month, and it's like it goes down. It's like I'm already almost done paying it off, but some people like just don't pay it off and they just get another credit card. I'm just like, Jesus,
That's
Christ.
crazy, dude.
You 5,000?
I used to have 5,000.
Oh, okay.
But that's like the max I'll let myself go is 5,000.
I never even got close to that. My
Well,
max
it's because
is
I
like,
buy like washer, dryer.
Oh,
fucking,
okay,
like,
okay.
like, and, like big important stuff, know.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, not like I spent $5,000
So,
on
wait,
Chipotle.
are we saying credit cards or are we just saying college?
Credit cards.
That's
credit
insane.
card.
You're
Credit
actually-
cards.
I think the most I've ever had on a credit card is like $1,000. But
Yeah.
I think that was because I bought something for my PC, but I had the money for it. So I think like the next day I paid it all off or
Yeah.
something.
No, I let it build up and then I like pay it off really quick. So it's like a boost once you hit 50%, and then once you pay it all off, like you're technically not supposed to pay it all off. Technically, if you want to get your credit score up to like 900, so I never pay mine all the way off except for like once a year, like tax season. So that's when I do it.
So I think it's definitely different though, because like you're a homeowner, so you actually have like important things to constantly buy.
Yeah.
So like are the people that are that much in debt, are they also homeowners or are they just irresponsible?
They're irresponsible.
They're irresponsible.
That's
like seriously, like
crazy.
all of my friends, like I think I only know one person.
Oh,
who
I'm
has
gonna
a
go on
house.
a rant. Go, speak.
I don't remember who else has a house. Somebody else that we graduate has a house too, but I don't remember if it's because like they actually like got their shit together or if they went to college and they just had a house. But no, like I just racked it up from like there was one time my water tank blew up, like it just
I
exploded.
remember you told us that.
Really, I did. I said that.
I think you
Oh,
did.
I don't remember.
Oh, really? Totally. in
It blew up,
character.
paid it off. The shit's expensive. Fucking washer and dryer. Need to get new ones. Blew up. Renovated my kitchen. Fucking that's expensive. Like
Super
shit gets
expensive.
added up.
What did
really
you
quick.
renovate in your kitchen?
Huh?
What did you renovate in your
I
kitchen?
only renovated my like bottom cabinet like
Oh.
on one side because it was like broken. Like half of it was broken, and then I put on new tile, but it looks really ugly. So I took it off, and I haven't done it since.
Oh my god. No, I have to say this. I think the people who didn't go to college just have the street smarts just to be like, I shouldn't spend over a certain amount on my credit card. I don't know what's up with the people who split off and did college and are just dumb as rocks.
It's like,
Well, college doesn't teach you shit no more.
it's
Dude.
like, I don't have the money to buy this. Maybe I shouldn't buy this. Alternatively, I don't have the money to buy this.
I'm gonna buy it.
I'm gonna spend double the amount of money I actually have.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like how?
There's sometimes where I do think of it like that because it's like something I really, really want, and like say I'm like, damn, I don't really want to spend the money. Like I'll have the money, and I'm like, I don't really want to make it go really low, like less than like $1,000 or $2,000, something like that, like at a time. And it's like I don't want to spend that much money and see that divot in my account. I'd rather like let my credit card do it, and then I'll do it. And I go, fuck, I gotta pay this off. So like every paycheck, I'll just be like, fuck it, $300.
But I mean, like, you're at least paying it off.
This motherfucker really said boy math.
No, it is.
my
It is. That's what I do.
It's math,
It's
bro.
just math,
You
but-
still lose the money.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm like, it's on my credit card. I don't have to pay it till next payment.
Dude, that frustrated me, bro, because my wife would be like, girl math, I had cash, it's free. And I'm like, no,
No,
babe,
it's
it was
not. That's
money.
how
We
it
had
works.
it anyway.
Actually, I view it like that because I don't like to hold cash on me like that. So it's like in my
Actually-
mind, it is free.
I actually do like having cash.
Me too.
Because it like
And then I look at a hobo
incentivizes,
and go like,
limits.
sorry, bro, I don't carry cash.
I don't carry cash.
That's what I love to do. I don't care.
I don't
have
carry
it.
cash.
I don't
Yeah,
have
no.
it.
So like in that sense, I say free money is like, oh, I have $5. This doesn't actually affect my bank account.
Free money.
See, but-
you don't see it change your bank
Yeah,
account. It's
if
free.
it doesn't change the bank account, it's free.
So here's how I work with cash though, is like I usually use my card, and then I'll happen upon cash, but then I'll get like a certain amount of cash in my wallet where it starts overflowing, and then I just kind of stash it somewhere and just forget about it. I've been doing this since like 8th grade. So at some point,
Motherfucker
like,
has the one piece in his house right now.
at some point, like in like I think it was like 2021, I like finally like got my stash and counted it, and I had like $3,000 just hanging around.
Dude, I can't save. I can't save.
I try to save as much as I can.
I can't save.
I honestly just hate spending money.
No, I love spending money.
Like unless
You
it's
and
like
my brother Ruben.
unless
Dude,
it's something I
I
really
spend
want.
money, but it's like most of the time it's never that bad, but sometimes it really is pretty bad.
What do you buy?
What do you buy?
I just buy a lot of dumb shit. Like I mean, like I have a whole room dedicated to like just video games, and like I buy dumb shit, and I have dumb hobbies. You guys know I gamble on golf, like the most expensive things on earth.
That
and
golf is expensive.
And then I got into one hobby where I collected NASCARs. I have like 30 NASCARs in my room too. And then what else did I collect? I just collect dumb things, and then I'm done with it, and I don't ever sell it or nothing like that. Like I have a whole boxing gym in my house now. That costs like $300. I'm just like, it just adds up because I move on like every month. And
Man, that's like the most crazy hyperfixations ever.
well, I mean, I bought my truck on I woke up one day and said, fuck, I should get a truck. And I went and bought a truck.
But you know that you
Okay,
use
the
that.
truck was probably probably the best.
good
Out of everything you said,
investment
the
right
truck was the
there.
best one.
That's a
Okay.
good investment.
Yes.
Kind of. It depreciates. But
Yeah, but I mean, like, builds credit, can haul stuff.
Is it worth it though?
You probably could have gotten a better guess.
I probably would have said instead of the Silverado, I would have probably got a Toyota.
Yeah, I should have got a Tacoma, but then like 5 months later, I went and bought an RV. So now it's a good thing I had a Silverado.
Well, you can still haul it with the Toyota. You're just gonna waste a lot more gas.
Well, I don't know, because like, how much can you tow?
Oh, I can tow a bitch and then some. I'm
Like more than 6,000 pounds?
yeah, I
Yeah.
can. You can do the. My dad has done the trailer, his Razor, and my brother's bike all on my.
Damn, hell yeah!
my
I didn't know they were that strong, or else I would have bought that.
I don't know. They can haul. Now, if you have one of like the giga-sized RVs, oh no, you're gonna need the.
Yeah,
definitely
mine's
big
just a camper puller. Mine's
Yeah.
only like 26
yeah.
feet.
one. If you have like a medium to small size camper, you can definitely pull with the Tacoma. Now, if it's on the larger end, okay, now we're dealing with problems.
Yeah, like a toy hauler or something like that you have to like attach to your bed,
Oh,
the bed of your pickup.
too much.
Yeah,
But trucks are definitely useful. But the fun statistic of trucks is so many trucks are not being used for work, and they're all
dude, I know. I actually said that when you pulled in. I looked at him and I go, "Oh, he had a truck," and he's like, "Yeah, you
I
had
think
a
I
truck."
showed you.
You probably did.
Yeah.
I just don't remember. I was like, "Oh, you had a truck?" And he was like, "Yeah, he's always had a truck." I was like, "Oh shit, does he use it for work stuff, like truck stuff?" And he's like, "I don't know."
Yeah, for the most part, my dad does use it for certain things if he needs to. and then
somebody
like,
finds a use for it.
Yeah, it always will find a use for some type of work. Like that's why I got it, because in my mind I'm all like, every other car is tech. This is before I met Nat, but I like almost in a weird way. Me and her had I have a girlfriend. I don't think I've told you.
You never told me.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend, and she's environmentally planning or urbanism planning, and
That's badass.
she basically can design like roads and streets and stuff, but that's besides the point. Back to me, but me and her have the same kind of thought process, wherein like Caleb's car, you can drive around with it. But like that's all it can really do, because you have limited trunk space.
Yeah,
you can't
my car actually has really good trunk space.
Okay, well, I meant like
because it dips, huh? Because it dips in and then it goes forward out.
It's just deceptively large inside. Like it's a small car, but it's actually like big inside.
So what I was trying to get to, maybe Caleb's is the fucking.
My car's a bad example.
Yeah.
But like they make Nissans crazy.
Think of like a Prius.
Yeah, like a Prius or something,
yeah.
like an average car. Like when I bought my truck, or my dad was convincing me to buy something, I'm like, I have to get a truck because I don't want to be the motherfucker with a TV in the back of his car that doesn't fit trying to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So I needed the bed or something.
I've had to do that before.
So like in my mind, it's like the truck isn't for like, you're only using it for personal use. It's like, no, I'm using it for when I fucking need to.
Yeah.
That's why I got it. Maybe an SUV, and maybe in hindsight, maybe I could have got one of that. But like, the Tacoma is
had
still
a truck.
Yeah.
I think it really just depends on how you intend on using it.
Yeah.
But a lot of truck owners do not use their trucks for their intended. Like
No.
they might as well have gotten like a sedan like I did, because that's basically what they use.
There
it
are
for.
some days I kind of regret having it, but then I'm just like, I've
But
already
then
had
all
it
of
for
a sudden,
this
it's
long.
like, I need to haul something. It's
I
like
think
bitching.
specifically, I'll say this, specifically you as a married man, it's good for you as your family unit to have a truck
Yeah.
and a sedan.
Yeah.
Because then you guys can have the car that's good just going around driving everywhere, and then you have the one that actually can get jobs done.
Yeah, for real.
That I don't think that Tacoma will ever leave my possession until it dies or until I die.
I want
a
to buy a
good truck.
2500.
Really?
I just want to tow my camper a little better.
We'll probably fucking do it. Watch. The next time he shows up,
Probably
I
won't.
bought another truck.
No truck.
Well, yeah, I've already looked into it.
Oh my god. No, man. We already talked about. Did we ever talk about the money thing we did? I think we have.
The bunny thing?
Money thing. We were like, what do we do with our money? Have we or not?
I don't think so.
What do you mean? What do you do with your money?
No,
Though?
it's just,
Like,
I never spent. But no, the buying thing. Remember?
Oh yeah, when we were talking about like whether or not advertisements work on us.
Yeah.
oh yeah, it definitely does. It does on me. It does on me,
Yeah,
dude.
no,
I'll see an ad for something. I go, that's fucking cool, and I'll click the link, and I'm just like,
This is
It's just
amazing.
a virus.
okay, so what if it was or not? Okay, damn. But I'll click on whatever ad it was, and I'm just like, that's fucking badass, and I'll just buy it.
It's crazy.
No, I think was I more stingy than you?
You are like you're so stingy that it's like you might as well not even have money.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I had that problem.
I don't like spending it, and I think to myself, I said it on the hinted it at the podcast. I'm kind of getting bored with YouTube, so I might end up getting another part-time job or like a full-time job as an electrician. I thought it was cool, and I think I might do it. And then I realized I'd be like, I would have all that money, and then on YouTube on top of that, and I'd be like, I could buy a nice house, but then my problem would be like, what kind of house do I get? And then I never probably end up fucking doing it.
Yeah, right.
I'd be like, fuck.
See, I have the opposite problem. I make more money or something like that, and I go, great. What else can I get?
What else can I buy?
What else can I buy?
If anything, I think this. If I did end up getting like a super cool house with Nat, and then with what she does with urban planning and stuff, I could probably do what my aunt did with who she has like a whole bunch. She's a nurse and has every other fucking letter associated. She can do anything.
Damn. So
And-
like she's like the MD,
Oh yeah, she's direct. She's. I think she's the only director in Samaritan. I think she has the most titles. She has everything. So she has a nice house out there. I'm like, dude, if I did that on top of YouTube and my girlfriend got a master's and shit, I could end up getting one of those houses like that. But then I think that's where I would stop. I would after that. I think I need to get over this hump. I probably do want to invest in like Roth IRAs and like stocks or something, because it's like I'd end up having all that money with her, and then both of her we wouldn't buy shit.
Yeah.
It'd just be there. So I'd be like, I need to do something with it.
Yeah,
That's
you just
what
want to
totally
get
opposite.
stupid rich to the point where it's like you have so much money, there's nothing else for you to buy.
That's
Yeah.
why
Is
I'm just planning on traveling.
Not
at this
really.
point.
I just be like, I want to have money, but then the problem is I have the money and I never spend the money.
See, it's bad. Like Alex will need something and he won't buy it.
Yeah.
We're like, I'll only buy stuff if I like convince myself that I absolutely need it. Like,
Yeah.
there's a point I think last year that I really had to convince myself that I was like, I really need to buy new socks. So I'm gonna spend the money to get nice new socks.
So, yeah, so socks and underwear are the things I buy most, but like shirts and like pants I don't buy. Like I'll
Really?
buy shorts and I'll buy hoodies and like I don't buy like I probably still have the same shirts I used to wear in high
See,
school.
if I go to a mall though, that incentivizes me to be like, you know what? I probably should buy myself new clothes.
It takes me
because
to-
I have like 5 shirts.
It takes me to get to the mall and then being forced by my girlfriend to buy something.
Yeah.
It's like, you need to buy a shirt. And I'm like, but do I really? Just you need to buy, fine.
I buy hats a lot too. That's what I buy a lot. That's like the only clothing thing that I change like on the daily.
I've been getting into linen pants. I did like linen pants.
You know, I should probably look into those because I need
What
light
the hell
pants.
are
for the
linen
summer.
pants?
Once you realize there is beyond polyester and denim, your entire life
Your life
changes.
changes. Honestly, I probably should get lighter pants for the summer. All I have
yeah.
are jeans.
Yeah, that's all I have too.
Being brainwashed by
Brain rot, whoa.
by denim overlords is crazy.
Yeah.
I remember being told all my life by my dad, she's like, jeans forever. And then like my girlfriend's like, look at these other pants you can have. And I'm like,
Other
holy
pants?
shit. Something that's not shorts.
That's
My
crazy.
mind blew up.
I remember in middle school I went through a jogger phase and that's all I wore for like 2 years.
Yeah, that's
Joggers were a weird trend.
I basically just wear sweatpants and jeans. That's my entire wardrobe.
Caleb wears the gray sweatpants. Wow.
The
co-
gray sweatpants.
You know, I don't own,
the
I don't
Nike
own
ones.
gray sweatpants, but like my brother's girlfriend was like making fun of people who wear sweats in public. And
I
was
have
like,
my gray
"You-"
sweatpants framed on my wall.
He's like, she was like, if you wear sweatpants in public as a guy, you're a slut. And I was like,
What?
and she said that, and I like look at my pants. I'm wearing sweats, and I was like, oh man.
You're like, I will now walk behind you this whole time.
Don't look at my pants. I'm wearing sweats. But like most of the time, I'm just chilling, and I just get dragged out of the house. So usually, I'm just wearing
Get
sweats.
dragged out of the house. You're just like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, on the weekends, I just like chilling.
Hey, how late do you guys like sleep?
Us?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Just curious.
Don't talk about my sleep schedule.
Shit.
Like, when do you wake up? Do you wake up in the morning?
Well,
Okay, that's my answer. What's up?
I wake up at.
well, I didn't even get to answer. I was going to tell you what time I go to bed.
I wake up
What time
at.
do you go to bed?
Well, during the pandemic, up until probably during probably the early months when I started dating Nat, I'd have a terrible sleep schedule. I'd fucking fall asleep at 3 and
Oh,
wake up at noon. But now it's better.
See, that was my point. You didn't answer right away with a time, so I
Yeah,
got my answer.
But now
You
it's
knew it
better.
was gonna
I
be
try
a
to go to bed by
terrible
like I go to bed by like midnight. But since I can do YouTube at any fucking point in the day, I just be like whenever I wake up.
Yeah.
My body naturally wakes up at 10. But like scientifically looking at it, everybody should be waking up at around 10. That's like our natural clock or whatever.
I feel like it's too late.
No, that is no. The
And
other
I'm a
guy,
night- and I'm a
Tyson was
night
having
person.
a whole rant about it. It's like,
Well, he's often wrong.
no, he was right. I googled it. And it's like, oh, we're just supposed to wake up around like 9 or 10. Like
think
7
Alex-
His
o'clock
voice
is-
convinces me a lot of things.
I think Alex is just making an excuse
Google
for
it.
himself.
Google it right now.
Well, I Googled the Pike Place thing too. That's the original location.
I got told differently on that one, but like the sleeping one, I had a terrible sleep schedule. I looked into it. I'm like, oh, 10 o'clock is just fine. Like that's not late. Like the whole like working till your fucking bones bleed is a problem for most Americans. So just like, waking up at like when you want to is fine.
Yeah, that's like I wish I had that. What's it called?
Lifestyle?
Lifestyle. There you go. Yep.
No, yeah,
What time do you wake up?
I typically wake up at 7 for work because I got to be there by 8.
Yeah.
And I just get so busy throughout the day, and I have trouble falling asleep. That most times I fall asleep around 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's pretty normal for me too. Like 11, 12, 1. That's like my 3-hour frame.
Mine's like 1, 2, 3.
Wake up whenever you possibly can.
Wake up at 7.
But here's the thing I hate the most is on the weekends, like I'm so trained to wake up early. I'll wake up on the weekends early too, no matter how late I was staying up. Like there was a time where I stayed up like I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I was up to like 4 a.m. I woke up at 7:30.
Oh my gosh!
And I couldn't go back to sleep. I was like, "Fuck!" So I went down and got some Starbucks. And
That's awful. I usually just wake up at 9 on the weekends. That's usually just the time I wake up.
that's pretty good time.
Yeah,
Pretty good time.
like regardless of when I go to sleep, it's 9 o'clock. And I only feel rested on the weekends. Like if it's work, I'm like, oh no, I'm tired.
I only feel rested on Sundays, to be honest.
That's
That's
weird.
like the only day I can feel like I've slept good. Because then during the week, it's like, damn, gotta go to work.
Gotta
Like
go
I
to
could have slept longer. And then Friday, it's because I was up so damn late. I don't sleep well. And then Saturday night, either I sleep really well or I don't.
You get the good sleep. Gets you rested up for Sunday for another week of crap.
Yeah.
Alex is
Yeah, he's
No,
researching
I'm
something.
Googling it. I am right, but like it's all.
Show us.
Well, I
Where's the
can't
proof?
because the fucking.
You can't because it's
No,
not
because I
true.
need an app. It's right here. It's right in front of me. It says you're more alert at 10 a.m.
Does that mean that you're supposed to wake up, or
You're
is
supposed
that
to wake up and then
You're supposed
eventually
to
your
wake
brain.
up
Does that
and be
mean
like,
you're fully awake by 10
I was gonna
a.m.?
say, like, do you wake up and then your
No,
brain can actually
how
operate?
sleep is supposed to work is when you wake up, you should be like, okay, I can move. It's not. I open my eyes. I'm like, I need to roll around in bed for like an hour.
Well,
God.
not to pull Irma actually on you, but the way
about to
the
me
way
right now.
people are actually supposed to be designed is we stay up when the sun's out, and as soon as it's nighttime, we're designed to go sleepy, and then sleep until the sun comes back up, which is typically around.
Do you
7
ever
or
think
8.
like Neanderthals and shit like slept in?
Probably if they didn't need to do anything.
You know, that is a good question
Yeah.
because lions. It depends. Were we like apex predators, or were we like?
That is
For
true.
the most part, no. Not until we said,
So then we.
stick.
So then we
Stick.
probably didn't sleep in that much.
I thought like the first big thing was fire.
Fire.
It was probably stick, rock, and then fire.
And
Yeah.
then fire.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm gonna have to disagree with that.
I wouldn't disagree with it because I want to stay asleep that long.
You want to sleep. So that's just making an excuse for people.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get on the grinds.
No, as long as you get those. Some people don't even say 6. It's like 7 to like 10 hours of sleep. Like that's good. But like how you're supposed to be sleeping is like when it gets dark till that point. So like 8, 10 is where you're supposed to. Any before that, and you're just like, okay, now you're just trying to kill yourself. Because I remember all those studies would be like, yeah, if you wake up at this time and slept at this time, like from here to here, yeah, you're basically just killing yourself. I'm like, damn, that's just bad. So like it's 8 hours or nothing. I try to go for 9.
I go
it's
for
like,
6 hours. That's what I go for.
I go for like 5.
Jesus,
You don't fucking
Caleb.
sleep at all. You sleep for 2, dog.
Sleep for 2.
Do you actually just not sleep?
There has been times where I've only got 2 hours of sleep, and then I can't remember what episode of the podcast it was that I was on here, and I was like, oh yeah, 2 hours of sleep, baby, let's go.
You're like, whoa, we're getting 3 today. Let's go.
We're getting 3. Let's shoot for 3.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was bad for a while. It's gotten better though. I'm getting like 5 to 6 every night.
There
Yeah.
you go. Fuck it. It took months, I tell you.
Dude,
I'm saying it.
Okay, I didn't expect you to burst out saying months, so that's why I like stood here and I was just like, damn. What's it called? Since high school though, like I've like made it my goal to make sure I didn't peak in high school.
I'd hope that's everybody's goal.
I hope so.
No, I've seen some people that we used to hang out with, like they weren't really like our close friends, but I've seen people I've like used to hang out with a lot. I'm like, damn, you really did peak in high school.
Dog.
I don't. Maybe I just don't see too many people anymore.
I don't either,
But-
but I have a lot of people who come up to me and go, "Hey, dude, how you doing?" I'm like, "I don't remember you.
Who are you,
I don't remember you."
Matt? I can't think of any. Maybe I'm just. I just have no idea what peaking would be.
That's true. That's why I'm scared. Because what if I did peak in high school and I just don't know it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any of us could have possibly peaked in high
Fuck
school.
I don't
No.
think so. I don't think so.
I feel
possible.
like I don't know. Ever since I did the whole YouTube thing and then started exploring what it is to be an adult, I'm like, oh yeah, There's no
Yeah.
way I peaked in
There's
high
no
school.
way.
Well, it's like I feel that way too, but like, what if like peaking is not like, you know, how you're doing in life, but it's like the people that you're hanging out with and like you're chilling with.
Nah, it's not that. That's that. It's your personal self, not the people around you.
I'd like to believe we are like cicadas. We spent 17 years of our life underground, and now we're going up above the ground, climbing to our highest point to start screaming at the top of our lungs.
Damn. Yeah, especially when I see bills. Dude, I spent too much money on bills.
When Ruben sees his bank account, he's like, "Oh no!"
Every time a mortgage goes away, I'm just like, damn. Like, that's my biggest bill, and I'm just like, fuck.
I'm gonna see the.
Oh
Security
man,
Ruben.
you know what? I think that is a good note to end up.
Fucking mortgage gone.
Mortgage gone.
Man,
Well,
I'm
it
gonna quit my
doesn't-
job. Wait, I got a mortgage to pay.
It doesn't,
Fuck.
it doesn't make it
hold
any
on.
better either because I have Rocket Mortgage or whatever to make sure I can track my spending. And it's like, it reminds me like 10 days away.
It's like, hey
It's
man,
like, pay your bills, dog. I'm like,
crap. Oh man. Well,
Technically,
any-
okay. Well, to end it off, because I wanted to find it in specific with their circadian rhythm.
circadian or circadian?
It's we're thinking of the same thing. Are we?
A circadian is a bug.
Is
A
it?
cicada is a bug. Circadian is what your sleep cycle.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, circadian is waking up around that. Like, yeah. So I was right. Like this 8 to about 10 is like where you should be because that's when you're like a most alert when you immediately wake
So
up.
when the sun comes up,
so 8 to 10. So you're the last possible moment to wake up.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that range.
so when sun comes up,
9 or 10.
8. You said 8 to
You
10.
said 8 to 10.
Well, like, I don't see the sun comes up way earlier than 8.
Well, it's still
does.
it's like at its like where it's actually bright out by 8 o'clock.
Okay, bright out's then. I thought when you meant that, it's like when you see the fucking the light start to like you see the band of light show up. Because that's farmer talk, I guess.
Like
maybe
you
that's
actually
just how I-
have to hate your life to wake up at that time.
Yeah, I do.
So we were just on. Yeah, no, waking up and you're like, oh, it's the morning, and you just see the band of light. Nah, just
No, yeah,
Dude.
stuff off.
it's like, ooh, the birds are chirping.
Well, and then it could be a good thing. Like if you're like trying to wake up at that time, you're like, oh yeah, beautiful sunrise. But sometimes you're up all night and you look out the window and you see it starting getting bright. You're just like,
I had to stay up all night to go to help my brother get to the airport in Seattle, and it was the first time in a long time I was like, I haven't seen the sun come up in a while.
That's crazy.
that's crazy.
I'm like seeing it slowly rise. I'm like, that is so weird because as a child I'd be like, oh yeah, all nighter, I did it. As an adult, I'm like, what the fuck did I get myself into?
For real. I
Yeah,
felt
you know
that.
that's happened too much in the recent
Well, yeah,
months.
whenever I fly out of airports too, though, I purposely try to get like the earliest flight possible. Like I have to. Like I can't do it any later.
It's fair.
Yeah. Are we going to go to Japan? Or is that still on the
Oh yeah, I'm going to Japan in November for sure.
Oh, you're going like
Yeah.
you? Damn. Hell yeah.
No,
That's-
nothing's stopping me.
I heard that it's actually like the perfect time because like their economy's really bad right now. So
Oh,
like
yeah,
the U.S.
yeah.
dollar is actually like super strong.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I
I'd
got
be
my
down.
money saved up. Money's up. I
Money's
think
up, funny
November's
up.
the cheapest time of year too to go.
Oh yeah.
So I'm ready.
Hell yeah, dude. Props to you.
And eat at every dollar ramen shop they have there. But yeah. Anyway,
dog.
Ruben, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Not a problem, dude. It was fun. I wish I had more water. But
More
I
water.
was dying over here coughing. Hopefully it wasn't that bad.
You
Well,
know,
no, you're good,
it's
you're good.
fine. We forget to drink. We bring water and then we forget to drink it.
Yeah, you
So
got the whole
it's all
bottle
good.
over there, untapped.
Untapped. He's just looking at it like,
Fill the brother up, please.
He's fine. He's kidding.
They put me in the corner. I'm tortured. You can't see it, but there's a chain back here.
He's a shit. He's not leaving.
oh no, hold on. Before we end the podcast, just one question. What's the latest you've ever woken up?
The latest I've woken up,
Latest.
6 p.m. There's a long story behind it.
You said PM. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
6 p.m.
I think the maybe like 1 a.m.
Like I said, it's a long story.
You know, I don't know if this even counts because it would be 4 p.m., but I didn't go to sleep until 12 p.m.
Jesus.
Damn.
I think it was Jarrett's birthday party one year, and I got strep throat, and I woke up feeling super sick, and there was a blizzard that year too. So it was like death going outside, and like my parents had to drive all the way across town in a blizzard to come get me from Jared's house. And then I got to the house and I had to help my brother take care of the animals in the blizzard with strep throat.
That's
and it was like 12 p.m. and I just crashed on my bed and woke up at 4. I was like, wow.
Like for the next day?
No, for the same day. So I only got 4 hours of sleep.
Hey, that's peak sleep for Caleb,
Peak
though.
sleep.
He only
Peak sleep 4 hours.
Caleb only needs 4 hours.
But yeah, that was the same night that I beat Andy Macon at Monopoly, so it was not.
Oh, that's the same story. That's wild.
All happened same
you got
day.
the epilogue.
Yeah.
The epilogue is I almost died of strep throat.
The latest I've woken up is 1, and I think the latest, like when I hit the bed, I think maybe it was like maybe 4 o'clock in the 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I can't exactly remember.
Damn.
So that just makes me actually just feel like, man, I might actually be insane.
You probably are like an insomniac. You just don't know it.
For the ability to just not sleep sometimes.
That is your special power, my dog.
It's no sleep.
Did you have problems sleeping as a child?
Not that I remember.
I have to ask your mom because your brothers are so much taller than you. I think maybe the fact that
Damn.
you didn't sleep might have been a contributor to why you're small.
The sneak diss.
It's not a sneak diss. I've always looked at Colby and the others. I'm like, why are y'all so tall?
My lack of sleep contributed to my unhealthy lifestyle.
the amount of like rabbit holes I've gone down, sleep is crazy.
Is supposed to be very good for
children Big
growing.
Time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that probably is a problem.
We gotta figure this out later. We gotta get a doctor on here and be like,
On God,
what's your symptoms?
live CTE scan. Be crazy.
Live CT scan.
Dude,
like
imagine
mush.
like I'm like more fucked up than like Antonio Brown and shit, and I'm just like I'm actually like holding it together by like fragments of my mind.
It's because of your spending habits.
Your spending habits keep your
like the
brain
dopamine
together.
from like gambling and stuff like that like calms me down.
You know,
that side note, I just went on a gambling trip like a week ago, and I was there for like 14 hours straight. And I'm not
We're
joking.
cooked.
I'm not joking.
We're cooked.
That's actually crazy.
It was fucking awesome. I only lost $200.
Only 214 hours. How much did you gain for the final loss?
So I keep track of my gambling, and like for the past 4 months, like the first 4 months of the year, I like won a shit ton of money. I won like $7,000, and then I just started going on a huge losing streak, and so like I was already up like a bunch. So I walked in with like 400, and I was like, fuck it, if I lose it, I lose it. Who cares? So
there you go.
Like I said, dumb things I spend my money on. If I save my money, I'd be like rich as fuck right now, but I never am because I spend it.
Jesus, Ruben. Some people would die for that money, and you're just like,
On black, let's go.
All on black.
I've done that before.
$2 billion to save your child? Would you do it? Or like some other option? You get the $2 billion. $2 billion on black.
$2 billion parlay. And then again on red.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck.
Anyway, that's it for this week's episode.
Has Dante been just asleep the entire time?
He fell asleep.
Oh.
But yeah, be sure to tune in next week for whatever we're doing. You know what? I'm going to spin the wheel.
Spin the
That'll be the
wheel.
last thing we do.
Spin the wheel.
Let's see. What are we doing next week?
He woke
on
up,
next
he's
week's
entertained.
Podcast? Stop.
I think it's on super mode, dog.
It's on super.
What is it?
Yes, that's what I wanted.
What
It's
is
on God.
It's on God.
I think it is.
Fuck it, we'll say it's on God. We're going to talk about God.
I guess God's the next episode.
Gotta get Fry on again and talk about
Fry on.
the Bible.
Here's my epilogue. I believe in God, but I think evolution is how it started.
I know.
So more of a scientific crowd, I see.
I think that's what a lot of people have.
Until faith build?
believe now.
Until faith.
But yeah, so God, that's the next episode. So tune in for that next week. Ruben, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Alex, thanks for
I will be here next
being
week.
here all the time, except for that time period that you weren't on.
Yeah, I had to do things.
Check out the gram. That's my podcast. I post random shit on my
Oh,
stories
yeah.
all the time.
You want to link anything?
No, I'm not like a social media person, but I just post a bunch of shit on my Instagram.
What about your Twitch?
Oh yeah, I don't do that
You
anymore.
don't do that anymore?
I don't
All
do
right,
that anymore.
well, that's Ruben.
If you want to spend some money on something, do not set them.
Hey, if you want a sportsbook person, you want some gambling tips, let me know on my Instagram. I do.
All right. Well, that's it. See you guys next week.
Doses.
Peace out.